is your Wednesday night sports delight. Wait a minute. There it goes. The Platform Sports Talk Show. I am your boy Smoooth.
And I'm Stanton, baby.
When it's about sports.
You know it becomes our business.
And business.
What are you doing?
Right. See, you know what? See, anytime it's me and Bunny, then I go ahead and say it. But Stanton's back, so go ahead. Take over.
In business. Just picked up. What's going on, brother?
The Knuckle Punch is back, baby. There we go.
Vaccinated.
Second one in the month, right?
Vaccinated.
The vaccinated punch.
Vax life.
Vax is life. Man, how you been doing, though, man?
Man, I've been chilling, working, staying out the way.
Staying out the freaking way. I don't blame you. And for those wondering, Bunny will be joining us soon. She'll be popping in momentarily. So for those watching and like, where's she at? She's coming very soon.
Give us a second.
So shouts out to Miss Williams. She says hi Fred, hi Stan.
Hello, Miss Williams.
Hope everything is well with you. Thanks for tuning in to your Wednesday night sports delight.
One of our faithful patrons.
Yes, she is. For life. We have a whole lot going on tonight, man. From sports to Eve versus Trina on Versus. I mean, it's a whole lot going on today, and we're glad that for those who are watching right now that we are part of your plans for the evening because we have a jam-packed show. Today has truly been Wacky Wednesday.
It's like it just shifted the landscape of it shifted an already shifted landscape.
Yes, it did. And I mean, we have a whole lot to discuss, a lot of views that we are going to be sharing, and hopefully throughout the show that each and every one of y'all, after you, of course, share this post, like it on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. On YouTube, subscribe, click on that, because anytime we go live,
you will be notified.
There it is. So, for those on Facebook, if you're watching under my personal page or Stan's page or our special guest page, you leave the comments right now. We can't see it because you have to comment only under the Platform Sports Talk Show, and then we can interact with each and every one of y'all.
We appreciate what you're saying, but we just can't see you saying it.
Right. And we know that you're doing the right thing because as soon as you hit that enter, you're going to see it. You're going to see a comment on the screen. So
everybody
give us your thoughts. Comment. Everybody, the whole world. All right. So be careful what you say. All right. Because you may challenge you. This is about some debating and getting all the different viewpoints in. So definitely don't be shy. Show love throughout the whole night. Let's have a good time. Don't forget to like everything, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, share.
Even
share,
if you don't like
share.
it, like it anyway.
Exactly. Ain't no hating up in this thing. Ain't no
Not
hateration.
In this dancery. The hell is a dancery? Is that
I don't
like
know.
A dance hall?
That's something Mary J had, said back in 2003 or 4. So
a dance shop, maybe.
Right. Shouts out to Sadal because he was really big on that line, that hateration in the dancery.
In this dancery.
Yeah. So shouts out to him. That was one of his lines, and also that
one of his many lines.
Right.
Great lines.
Hope he's doing well. The investor, the selector on other areas, and just keep doing what y'all got to do, man. As companies, as businessmen, women, all that. Keep doing y'all thing, man.
He is Sadal the Wise.
Right.
For one thing he said on this show is that college football
is played
better in college.
Classic stuff.
That is wisdom. You can't just find that anywhere.
No, you can't.
You get that
only
through,
comes
through
from
years.
one person, one source.
You get that through years of life, man. That wisdom comes upon you.
Dr. King had the I Have a Dream speech, and Sadal has the college football speech. So it's special. The boy is special. But other than that, man, I know you said work. What else been going on with you?
That's pretty much about it, man. I've been working, booed up, out the way.
Booed up. Shouts out to love, man.
Out the way.
Let's go. Shouts out to love. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Once again, Bunny will be joining us very soon. She may just pop up on the screen like, hey, guys. You'll be like, whoa. and we have a lot to discuss. But until she comes in, let's go ahead and get right into it. The hockey playoffs, it's almost there, y'all. The Final Four is going down. On your screen, you'll see it. We have Montreal represented from Canada. Then represented from the West Conference, we have the Vegas Golden Knights. Then represented from the, I guess you want to say the East Conference, you have the New York Islanders. Surprise right there. And then you have the reigning defending champs from last season, representing the Central, the Tampa Bay Lightning from the Central, representing, and that's the Final Four. Right now, New York Islanders and Tampa Bay Lightning series is tied at 1, and Montreal and Vegas series. Vegas is up 1-0. Joe will not be on tonight. She's taking care of some family things. Everything is all gravy. Just won't be available tonight, so we can't get more in depth with it. But it's all good. We definitely still have to hold her down. Now, as we get right into some Cardinal baseball, oh man. Prior to this series and here in St. Louis, they had a road trip of hell.
Man, let me tell you something. I ain't watching not nan one of them games, but every time I got an ESPN notification, I was just disappointed.
It was all bad.
I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
You can't score one?
If they score some, but then the pitching is bad, and then the pitching is good, you can't score at all, and you just can't get that balance.
They're never clicking at the same time.
Right.
That's been a thing.
I know, and it's been a problem.
And what's crazy is it's been a thing before the manager changed. So now what's going on?
I still feel like it's really the players, man. What I said last week is these guys, no matter if you have guys who are hurt, whatever it is, it's still next man up mentality. You know? And it's like, hey, you're professionals for a reason. And it's time for you to start showing why you're getting paid to do what you're getting paid to do. And something that I said last week, I highlighted Arenado and Goldschmidt. Like, these two guys are getting paid over $20-30 million a year to perform. And Arenado had a good start, but he kind of tailed off a little bit. Goldschmidt, he just hasn't had that great start at all. And I'm like, these guys have to hold themselves accountable. And after that game last night, I'm like, man, somebody must have heard our show. Because when Jim the Cat Hayes interviewed Goldschmidt after he hit the game-winning home run, the walk-off home run, one of the first things he said in that interview and when they had the Zoom interview with the press, he was like, I had to look at myself because I have not been doing my job. You know?
They brought him in to do. He understands what he was brought in to do.
Right. You know, it's kind of like that whole you go, we go thing. It's like the team, no matter if everybody else is struggling, your main guys need to be your main guys. Just like in basketball. If LeBron them playing, you expect LeBron James to score at least 20-some points.
At least.
You know what I'm saying? You need to have your best guys perform every time. You know, I know you're going to have your cold streaks, but the team is depending on you to fire on all cylinders so then they can start getting there as well. They feed off that energy, and all year long, Goldschmidt just has not been that dude, especially this year, that we have signed him for to do. So yesterday he had a game-winning home run. Today he had a big important base hit. Yachty scored made the base hit to score in Goldschmidt. So, now they had a day off. But like I said, your best guys need to perform. That's the thing that's needed for this team to do things. Tyler O'Neill, he's been playing incredible. Hopefully he'll be a all-star this year. Kind of crazy because the past few years he's been like, this dude gonna show up, or is he gonna stay healthy?
Well,
he's gonna be consistent.
Let's see.
But now he's actually doing some things.
Back in 2018, that's when he had that nice little stretch of consistency.
Right.
And then the last two seasons, it was like, oh dang, he's still here. I just really wish that everyone would show up at the same time.
Man, because if they did, oh my God, the lineup would just be so much longer and that much dominant against opposing teams. But right now,
we'd be like the prime Yankees.
These are the prime Yankees. we just need something to happen because right now, once again, this team just hasn't shown all the way around what they can fully do. I know we still have some injuries going on the whole nine, but still, y'all professionals, start playing like it. Show some pride. And now, these last 3 games, they won against the Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are Miami Marlins. Yes, they're low in the division.
It don't matter. A win is a win.
A win is a win. Like Joe said on Twitter, a win is a win, no matter how it is. And we need to get them wins, and it brings confidence to the team. So we're just glad that they're starting to get something going. And hopefully this could be the start for Goldschmidt to get hot. You know what I'm saying? And then for Arenado, tomorrow they go to Atlanta for a full game series. Let's get hot. You know what I'm saying? Let's carry this team.
Oh, they definitely going to get hot down in hot Atlanta.
And then after they go to Atlanta, they go to Detroit for a series. So Atlanta isn't playing the best ball right now either.
They're not. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, so right. Especially Ozona. he could be, his career could be done.
Ain't no could be. That boy out of here.
Man. Another story that's going on in baseball is, of course, we talked about this last week. Of course, Stanley wasn't here, but the sticky situation with the illegal substances that's going on with the pitchers, that's causing the spin rate to just increase, which pretty much means that these pitchers are throwing crazy pitches that's looking like a wiffle ball coming to them, going just curving all around, crazy movement, and the league, which I pretty much want to say it could be the Mike Schilt rule, because maybe you had the press conference after Gallego, Giovanni Gallegos, how he had a little substance on his cap. And
did they ever identify what that was?
It was rosin and sunscreen, which is legal.
They mad at the brother for trying not to get a tan. This is ridiculous.
And pretty much Mike Schilt was mad because he pointed out his guy in the middle of the game like he did something wrong, which once again at the time it was not wrong. But Joe West, the umpire of that game, took the cap, said he got to switch caps, can't have nothing on it. So, but since then, Mike Schilt, after the game, he pretty much had a rant to the press about what's going on, how these other pitchers are using far worse stuff than what
far worse.
Yeah, than what what sunscreen and a rosin bag can do. And one thing that's been discussed has been this thing called Spider Tech, and it's pretty much this stuff that you can apply on your glove or on your neck or on your jersey or whatever, on your cap, in which it gives you that grip on holding a baseball. So the tighter the grip, the better the spin, the rotation, everything, the effect will have on that ball. And apparently it's been really going on for years.
What was that they used to call? Spreading in the NFL stigma?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like,
right.
So we're in that age of baseball now.
Yeah, and what I was saying is, how they were, talking about Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds and other guys, talking about steroids. That same energy needs to be applied to these pitchers, because if you think about it, that's like the pitcher's way of having performance enhancement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's they find a way around it because it's a topical thing. So if you test for it, you're not gonna see it because it's topical. You're not shooting it in or anything. You're just using it simply to get a better grip on the ball.
Right. And what's crazy is that,
do I think it's wrong?
I mean, but you think about it though, because if you look at the numbers, these past few years, offenses has gone down, home runs, but strikeouts have gone way up because the pitchers have that advantage. And after Mike Schilt said what he said, the league has now put out a memo stating that if pitchers are found with any kind of substances, especially like Spider Tech and whatever else you're using that's not legal, then now that pitcher and possibly that catcher, who may also be in it too, can be suspended for 10 games. Now, here's the kicker, because in the past, when someone gets suspended, then you can just replace somebody to fill in that spot. Major League Baseball saying, no, if you are suspended, you can't, the organization can't bring somebody else in to take your spot. So if you have like a 26-man roster, which all these teams do right now, if your guy is suspended and the catcher, let's say 2 people, then for the next 10 days, you have to have a 24-man roster. And I didn't see that coming, but when they made that move, I was like, okay, that's pretty smart, because a lot of people would have been trying to use that rule, like, okay, well, so-and-so got suspended for 10 days, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up this guy from AAA and have him take over or whatever. But no, the MLB was like, game changer. If this guy here gets suspended, you're going to be having a 25-man roster for the next 10 games. So they really trying to put the onus on, hey, we don't need no sticky nothings no more. And then ever since the word has been coming out about the spider tech and other foreign substances, all of a sudden you're starting to see averages rise. Teams are starting to hit the ball, and you know the offense is getting better.
Jig is up. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. And then yesterday, one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, Tyler Glasnow, he was someone who did, I don't know if he used spider tech, but he did say that he did use some kind of substance, maybe rosin or whatever else it was. But he actually had a partial tear in his shoulder yesterday, and he's blaming MLB because now he has to do more with his torque of spinning the ball because you don't have as much grip.
You mean to tell me he mad because now he got to know how to pitch?
He can't cheat no more.
Oh, boy, this president. Anyway, that's
Say
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, this your fault.
He ran on a whole rant yesterday.
By the book.
He ran on a whole rant yesterday about it, and his biggest argument is you wait until the middle of the season to make these big changes. That's his big argument. But my whole thing is
or you wait until you figure it out and find out about it, and it's like, all right, well, can't do that no more.
Yeah.
What you supposed to do? Like, oh, y'all using illegal substances to get ahead?
It's crazy.
That's cool. Just hey, next year we can't do this. No, that's not how life works. Forget a business.
And especially if, once again, you're doing things to better yourself in regards to trying to make money. Because, more spin rate.
They took Trey out the game already?
Yeah, sorry. We're watching on the tablet the Philadelphia and the Hawks game right now. So, trying to see what's happening in the world of sports. But, yeah, once again, you got guys who, using the substance, getting more spin, higher the strikeouts, more than likely, more wins. Of course, wins equals paycheck. So these guys are basing their careers off of probably using some of this foreign stuff to get these huge contracts.
Or you can put the work in the gym, study the tape, figure out how to do this. That's why we have off seasons.
Like hopefully back in the day they were doing that. Hopefully. Because you don't know how long this has been going on.
Yeah, man.
But even though, like I said, these last about 3-4 seasons, there's been a very big spike in regards to
phone down.
It's been a very big spike in regards to strikeouts increasing, homers decreasing, stuff like that.
Somebody who's super about stats is just gonna have to look at that and just see potentially how long this has been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of the matter is, you got caught, and usually, like when you get caught in anything else, when you find out about it, it's dealt with quickly, and consequences are given. The consequences were given; it was dealt with quickly. If anything, this is elementary school discipline happening right now. I don't see anything wrong with it.
And for those who are tuned in, what are your thoughts on what's
so
going on in
Glass, stop
baseball?
being so damn sensitive.
Right, and just pitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, and I said this last week, I'm pretty sure during high school and college.
I was gonna pull up, Lauren. I was like, shut up. No.
It was like I said last week, I'm pretty sure during high school and college you wasn't using it. So, do what brought you to the game.
I took the words right out of my mouth. That's what got you here. Shut up and throw.
Yeah, so go ahead and pitch. You know what I'm saying? Make adjustments. Adam Wainwright from the Cardinals, he admitted that years ago he did try it for a few games and he didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that you had to keep applying it on in between innings or whatever. He tried it for a minute, but it felt like for him it just wasn't in the best interest. So he went on and, backed off from it. But he did admit it.
Just snitched on himself just because you ain't doing it no more. Huh? Yeah, I don't do it anymore, but back when I did,
Back then,
I didn't like it.
yeah. So, but he was trying to go ahead and say because his name was on the report in the past of people who may have used it from this guy named Bubba. Yeah,
He was
him.
like, oh, my name on here? Let me go ahead and clear that up. Yeah, I did. I don't do it no more.
Yeah, him, Garrett Cole, I think Verlander, and some other pitchers were all listed on this report about.
I can believe Verlander. I can believe that because what was that when he team switched and he was just out here killing it?
Yeah.
He went from Detroit to Houston.
Yeah, and he went Cy Young crazy.
Somebody, I feel like, boy, the Astros just can't catch a break. I'm sorry, Joe. Joe Astros can't catch a break.
Man,
They're
yeah.
guilty by association. Just dang.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. But hey, that's the world we live in right now in regards to sports. But hopefully,
Shout out to the Cardinals, though. I think we finally moved up past third place.
yeah. So
Into second.
hopefully they continue to improve, especially your big bats. But in regards to just the game of baseball as a whole, if it's true that this stuff is starting to decrease, then we see offenses increase. Hopefully we'll see that affect our hometown team, and they start doing big and better things as well. But we shall see. So
Oh, damn. Never mind. I take it back. We done got worse.
what happened?
We in fourth now.
Oh yeah,
Hey. Still above them damn Pirates.
by a nice wide
By a
margin. too.
nice wide margin.
But the
Now,
good
if
thing
we
is-
can close this margin right here,
Right.
between everybody else, we'll be right back up on top.
Because right now, I believe we're 4 games behind the Central. So it's still early in the season.
3.5.
3.5.
I don't know who won or who lost, but we 3.5 behind.
Cool. So yeah, still got plenty of time. We just about coming
We're 3
together and
games
winning.
behind Milwaukee.
Cool. Because they in third.
No, they in second now.
Oh, I'm sorry. They in
So
second.
it's that team
Oh,
on the other
Reds.
side.
Okay, that's right.
It's that team on the other side. Milwaukee, the Reds, and us, and then the Booty Bandits.
The booty, bandit, booty. All right. So
Let's see how many times we can say that before we get flagged.
right.
I give
This
it
stream
4
has been
episodes.
stopped.
I give it 4 episodes. By the 4th Booty Bandit, we out of here.
That's a wrap. All right, so it is time to go ahead and bring on our special guest. Once again, Bunny, she should be joining us very soon. We'll get more into it as we discussed earlier with her. But this guy here, I can't wait for him to bring up the stories, man, because I've known this guy, man, it's probably been over 10 years, probably about maybe 15 years or so now. But where I stay, not too far, if you are in the St. Louis area, where Forestwood Park is. And that's where I play my Sunday night leagues, softball. And he was one of the cats that, he's more so like the coach. He played maybe sparingly, not a whole lot, but his brother was a pitcher for the team.
You look like you showed to them. They was co-ed, wasn't it?
No.
Ah.
No. It was all men, and it was intense. It was fun. Then I ran into him when the Platform Sportstalk Show did a broadcast at the Rema Center. Shouts out to Johnny Parker for allowing me to come there and produce. And I saw him there, and he's been doing things for St. Louis Elite, which we'll get to that very soon. And find out he's also a youth and high school basketball coach. So I look forward to hearing his story be told. Without any further ado, coming on to the Getaway stage, the big stage right here. Got my man, Brandon Kennard, Sr. What is going on, brother?
Oh man, how y'all doing?
Man, doing well. Welcome to the show. The Platform Sports Talk Show. He's in the Getaway. It's official. He is our first guest that we've had on the show since, good Lord, I can't
Since
even recall.
the Panteras Pizza.
Right. all the good stuff, man. But thanks for being part of the show. Taking time out to be over here in the Getaway. What's been going on with you?
First, I appreciate y'all having me. Man, nothing much, man. I just been, working, grinding, trying to work with kids, trying to keep pushing the envelope with the kids. Trying to keep them out the street, keep doing something positive. I teach, so grinding out this pandemic school year, man. It's been a tough one.
So, I know we have a few coaches who've been on the show or who may watch the show, maybe some teachers, etc. But just tell us from your experience how things have been with this pandemic from the moment that everything started to now things opening back up for you.
Man, it's I've been on this earth for 32 years, and I never thought they would shut school down. They just like completely just shut school down, and just put a halt to it. So it was definitely a struggle, man. From the kids' standpoint, from the parents' standpoint, from the teacher's standpoint, it was definitely a struggle. It was something new for everybody. Everybody was trying to figure out what to do, but. Right now, even though things are starting to open back up, it's still a struggle. It's still, we're getting a post-pandemic, but it's not over. So it's just being able to shift everything virtual. You get a lot of parents, grandparents, even as young adults. It's like people don't know how to use like computers, or people don't email. We so quick to like send a text or something, but now it's like you got to check your emails and stuff like that. So it's, it's been tough, but we're just blessed to be able to make it through. That's what I say. We were blessed to be able to make it through, blessed to still be living. Blessed to still have a position. So through it all, try to look at the positives and count it as a blessing.
Yeah, because it's been a few people who have lost jobs, during the pandemic and. Had to be on standby or whatever it is until things open back up again. So,
yes, sir.
Also, shout out to the people that had to work from home too.
Yeah.
But they whole just to
Man,
have to adjust.
Man,
like that.
My wife is still working from home. She been working home for since last year.
Hey, I am too
still working. So it's crazy, man. It's just I never would have imagined that. Now we can tell our grandkids that we lived through a pandemic.
Right.
I don't even think I'm gonna say pandemic when I tell them we lived through a panoramic.
We lived through it. We lived through something,
man. So, if you can recall, when the kids start hearing about the pandemic and how people were getting sick and etc., can you feel the emotions, them being afraid? They don't know what to do, and if so, how are you able to kind of get them through that process?
Definitely. First of all, they're kids, they're young, they're very impressionable. So and this is something new. Like I said, they definitely didn't know what to do. Definitely were scared and frustrated, and still right now, we still have a lot of kids, parents, and families who don't want to come to the school. Still, are kind of, leery about coming out. You just to help them get through, just try to support. Just try to support them, try to, be understanding to their needs and, not saying, oh, it's over, everything's back to normal. You just still, try to be supportive and, being empathetic and understanding about different things. Because, especially, these kids, they're having more and more health conditions that, when we were younger, you didn't see kids, with like, different stuff. But now these kids got some stuff. It's just like, man, like, that's something that normally adults are going through. So these kids are going through so many different things. So like I say, you just got to, keep being considerate, being empathetic, keep being caring, and, just trying to, do whatever you can to help them.
That's what's up, man. Once again, this is the Platform Sportstalk Show. If you're on Facebook, if you're watching under our special guest, Brandon Kennard, Senior's page, and you're like, where my comment at? How come I can't see it?
We can't see. We want to see it.
Right. We want to see it. We want to interact. We want to give we want to give this man all of his flowers that are due. You got to go ahead to our page under the Platform Sports Talk Show right there on the bottom of the screen, and then leave your comments, leave your questions, leave your funny stories, whatever it is.
Random questions.
Give this man his shine that he definitely deserves. Once again, Bunny will be joining us very soon. I know y'all like, where Bunny at? She's coming.
It's usually where's Stan. Now it's like, where's Bunny?
Right. Right. But going back to you, Coach, man, I brought up earlier in the intro how we actually met. So if you can, man, just let Stan know and our people who's watching, our followers, a little bit about how you and I met and how things were over at Forest Wood Park back in the day, man.
Man, it's a small world, man. It's a small world, it's a small city, and things come full circle. You know, I had to be about, about 10, like you said, 10, 11 years ago. I had to be about 21, 20, out there. My brother, he had a barbershop, and, my family, we're all pretty athletic. So, he started a softball team, and honestly, it's funny because I don't even know how y'all connected, but, I don't know how you and my brother connected, but just, out at Forest Wood Park, man, Sunday nights, out there at the softball games, literally out there like all day. Like, because it was like a party. Like, it was like you go watch the games before, you watch the games after, you sit out there, you chilling, you just fellowshipping, and,
I'm trying to think. Was Scooby Darion playing?
Yeah.
He was the reason.
Okay.
So he put me on about the team.
So
then that's how everything happened. I came through. I showed y'all what I can do. Y'all was like, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, you was nice. You was nice at that shortstop.
He don't know.
He don't know. He was nice at that shortstop. He was nice. He had to have some baseball background in his days. I will give Smoooth that. He was nice. He was nice on that field. Like I said, I was just a young guy out there. Trying to learn, trying to Just trying to, stay in shape and get some exercise. It was fun, we was out there playing. I don't know, I think we was in the championship or won the championship or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's crazy. I still play softball to this day. I play out at I can't even think of St. Ferdinand right now.
Okay.
So I've been playing, just something to, give us. I'm getting up there in age now, so give us some old heads something to do, man, something to do, something to stay active.
What is this we?
Okay, well,
what is this?
You and I, because Stan's still 19.
Still on the, hey now. Hey, you watch your tone, all right?
He said, what is this we?
I was out here happy that I'm voting for presidents, all right?
Right.
Ain't nobody 18,
Obama.
19. That's exactly who I voted for. I ain't stupid. I would have done it a second time, but that was his second time when I voted my first time.
Right.
Yeah, so we started out there at Forest Wood, and then, we had stopped. We played for a couple years, and then it's been, probably about, 6, 7 years. And, now, we were down at the Yema Center, me and Johnny Park, we run the Yema Center together.
Okay.
So, and we, he connected on, come down there and broadcast our men's league championship game, which, we'll be running another league and stuff. So we might, have you down there again and stuff like that. But
look forward to it.
But yeah, and we was looking at each other. It was like, man, like I know you. I'm like,
right. I'm like, man, hold on, man. Where I know you from?
Right. And then it was from years back.
Now, when you say you're going to have him out, are we talking like hosting, and y'all going to put him on the court? Because if y'all put him on the court...
I ain't never seen him on the court, so I can't vouch for that.
If y'all put that brother on the court, I'm paying for front rows. I don't give a damn if it's free. I'm paying.
we might have to do like a halftime show or something like that.
Man, let's go.
Nah, but yeah, he came down there.
Hey, I ain't going to lie. My playing days, whether it's softball, whether it's basketball, it's over. My body is like, no.
You get out there on one Sunday, man. It ain't no practice. Just show up.
All I would do.
That brother got a bad back. I be forgetting. Exactly. That brother had a bad back before Kevin Hart.
It's be in one spot and like pass the ball. Okay, cool.
He's gonna be a beautiful point guard because he's gonna be at the point.
That's funny.
I ain't going nowhere else. But I mean, hey, he'll tell you, man. Hey, I was that dude.
He was nice, man. I'm talking about.
I was fast.
I'm talking about field and hops, just like he was nice out there, man.
Yeah. But shouts out to the guys. Glenn, how Glenn doing and Mark?
They good. They still playing. That's my cousin.
I ain't surprised.
They still playing, man. Mark is he's on the injury right now. I saw he's still healing, but they still playing. They I don't know if their younger brother was out there. Henry, he was out there with us a couple times. So he's
every now and then.
Yeah, he's into it now. He's a police officer over in Illinois.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, they still playing, man. Everybody's still going.
I'm trying to think of some other guys off the top of my head right now. Was that Jeff? He left-handed?
Yeah, Jeff. He don't play no more. He don't play no more. But he's doing well, man.
And then I know your brother Terrence.
Yeah. My other brother's out there too. Anthony, that's my other brother.
Terrence, hey, he was cool, but he Scooby had a hard time throwing strikes in some games, boy.
Man, that dude, he just think he All American. So you know how that go, man. It's hard to tell.
You can't tell him.
It's hard to tell somebody ain't no All. He probably still think
he all American.
No, I say he think he All
He
American.
think he will, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can't tell him nothing, man.
Can't tell him nothing, man. It's like, dude, just throw a strike. We got the defense behind you. Just throw a strike so we can get out
Tell
the
him,
inning.
man, just stick to cutting her, bro.
And then Scooby,
and it's funny. It's funny, man. I just be seeing random people. Like I be seeing Scooby, Poncho still, he's still around. His sons and stuff. It's just a blessing, man. It's just been crazy how stuff just come full circle, man. That was years ago, and then we connected again. Recently. It's world, man. It's just crazy, man.
Yeah, man, Glenn and Mark, boy, those two guys, they were very talented, but they were some hot heads too.
Man, everybody just competitive, man.
Yeah.
Everybody you get that competitive spirit, and then once you done, it's just like it's all love.
Yeah, it's all family. It's a big brotherhood at the end of the day. But we had some nice games, nice turnouts. It was I believe Murphy Lee had a team out there.
It used to be a thing. I wonder if it's still a thing like that. Like
I have no
I
idea
know
now.
St. Ferdinand be going. I know people be playing it like Bell Fountain and stuff. Cause I know like you said, like Nelly now had a team out there.
Right.
So I don't know if it's still like a big thing like that, man. But it used to be a big thing, like picnic style. Like out there all day, got your coolers, people barbecuing.
Kickball games now.
Yeah, kickball is a big thing too now. So man, it used to be a big thing. Yeah, kickball is in, like you said.
I went to a kickball game last year, mid Panda, and I'm like, I ain't got a mask. The first, we all right, ain't nobody got it,
Man, I tried kickball, man. I sprained my ankle in the championship game.
Hey,
I was playing at Tower Grove Park. I was trying to run home. I sprained. I'm gonna get back out there though, man. It's fun, man. I got to get back out there and do some stuff, get back in shape, man. I got to get this weight up off me, man.
So,
got you.
One of the stories that I think I told this before on the show, maybe not, but you were saying how we almost won a championship. So we went to the championship game, and I can't recall the team that we faced. I think it was a team softball. Okay. It was a team that we faced that had that one big dude that always hit home runs like 10 million miles away. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't even remember,
he's an umpire, or I think he's an umpire now. I forgot his name. It's been a long time. But we actually had the game won. We was up by like maybe 2 runs going to the bottom of the 7th because we was the away team. Because in softball it was 7 innings. So we had like a 2-run lead. And I think Terrence was pitching.
Oh, he tricked it off for us.
So like, I want to say like we had like 1 out, we feeling good. Then I think he may have like walked somebody or a base hit happened, whatever it was. And then it was 2 outs. It was a man at second.
Man, your memory now, I'm like...
Oh, because
he said this is...
He on some Michael Jordan type stuff.
Hey,
I don't forget when we mess up.
Because it was one of the moments where we had a championship right in reach. So, it's something you don't forget about. Because, we had the championship right there. So, it's 2 outs, man on second, and after they scored a run, so it was tied up now. So, it was a man at second base, 2 outs. Then all of a sudden, it was a hit that everyone was playing deep in the outfield. I was playing kind of like pretty much dead stationary as shortstop. And a ball went right in the gap between the outfield and the infield area. And the game ran and run,
gotta
scored.
make those plays.
And it was like we had the game right there. And it was gone. Like, that was my closest that we ever had to getting the championship. And like I was pissed because like I think I had a home run that game, or almost had a home run, whatever it was. But I was on fire. The team was hitting like crazy, but we just could not. We always had a hard time getting over that hump of like being like your shirt elite. Man,
and softball, man. Like I was just talking about this earlier, man. Baseball and softball, it's just so like it's just so iffy. Like you get a team that's like I was watching looking at some games. That you get a team that's like 30 and 40, and you get a team that's like 42-10, and the other team, I'm like y'all 30-40. How y'all beat the team that's 42-10?
Right.
You know, it's just so iffy, man. Softball, like you said, man, just one little home run or one error. That's it.
That's all it takes.
You can change the whole game. So, and every time we talk about sports and what I play, whatever, Stan always brings up his time.
Okay.
We doing it? All right. Well, I don't mean to toot my own horn, brother, but let me tell you something. That boy was pretty cold. At that, I can't even say that. Like, I got popped one time and I ain't never do it no more. But let me tell you about my time on that court, though. In this Jewish league, y'all don't want to see me. Y'all don't want to see me. Y'all, hey.
Come on, man.
Hey, y'all don't want to see me. I was out there playing with Brian Scalabrine.
Come on, man.
His third cousin. I was out there playing with him. His name was Luke. I'll never forget the last name because I didn't know how to say it. But now I'm starting to think they were related. There had to be some kinship there. So yeah, I was around some elite kids. Like, they parents was real serious about it. My mama said, you ain't just finna be sitting around this damn house. So, it was different methods, but I still got trophies. I was still out there killing it because the boy was hyper as hell. I just had to get all that energy out. Now, lazy. Ain't doing. I got it all out.
So you got it all out.
Got it all out. I think I got a little bit too much out. I need to get some back. But yeah, man, it was basketball and baseball. I did soccer in elementary school, but yeah, I'm a jack of all trades. Did those trades stick? Probably not. But hey, you put me on the court, I'm gonna get you a good 15, 20 assists or something, something like that.
There you go.
I'm going to pass that ball. I know my job. Be like, there you go.
Here, take it.
Be like, the shot is open. Yeah, but I ain't got it. Here you go.
So, the famous St. Louis question. So, what high school?
University City.
U City, okay.
Yes, sir.
Y'all U City people, man. Yeah. Y'all stick together.
U City people.
Y'all stick together.
Yes, we do.
Hey, one thing I tell you, U City stick together.
Man, always stick together. That's what we do. We are a stick-it-together people.
That's one thing I know.
So what high school did you attend?
I went to Rittner.
You're not that far. You're not that far from us. Okay.
No, I got a couple people I know that went to U City and stuff. They stick together.
Great people.
Man, they always like reunions, whatever.
Man, it's not even the high schools. It goes all the way back to elementary school. The people you've been cool with. I just saw somebody I was cool with in elementary school. I ain't seen her in years, and she recognized me. I'm like, hey, lady with this mask on, and she lifted her hat up. I'm like, oh, Chap, what's up, girl? Like,
so you went there like your
whole time, man. I started true story. I started elementary school at Nathaniel Hawthorne, and then I transferred and finished out elementary school at Jackson Park. They closed the 6th grade building the year we were supposed to go, so they took that away from us. Sent us right back to the elementary school where we had just cussed out. Well, we thought it was cussing out. We ain't no cussing back then. We had just cussed out our teachers and stuff. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna see you no more, loser. And then over the summertime, I was like, yeah, you got to go back. Ooh, that year was hell. So I did that, and then we only got when I was coming through, we only had the one middle school and the one high school. So I went to Brittany Woods, and then University City, senior high school, home of the Lions.
Yes, sir.
Formerly the Indians.
Shouts out to Chino Davis. I'm going to ask that question very soon. Stay tuned for that question, Chino.
And shout out to Nelly. That's my cousin. Everybody in U City. Nelly is everybody's cousin in U City.
U City it's like the midpoint.
It
like
is.
For real. Like
we are the holy Mecca.
Like a lot of people from U City, like for real.
Hey, I definitely got all love because I stayed out there for a few years. And
man,
I love U City. I always have love for U City.
It's a great place.
Yes, it is. This is the Platform Sportstalk Show. I'm your boy Smoooth, along with
Stan, baby,
and we have special guests,
Coach Kennard, Coach Brandon.
And that was without any practice, y'all.
You feel me? Because I was so like, all right, here we go. Usually, shout out to all our guests. It's usually a delay because Smooth don't never let them know. But I guess
nope.
Coach been watching. He was like, y'all ain't gonna get me.
Hey, it's just a quest. You gotta be ready.
There we go. I'll be testing. I'll be trying to throw the alley-oop up. I'm trying to see if I can catch it and dunk it. And he got it.
Throw the alley-oop up.
And speaking of basketball now.
I was about to be like, speaking of alley-oops.
Yeah, Philadelphia 76ers are up 55-32 over the Hawks right now.
When you said up 55, I'm like, damn, all the ice done melted.
They smacking there.
55-32. Look at Big Mill sitting next to what's his name?
Robert
Kraft, whatever his damn name is.
Robert Kraft,
the cheater.
The deflator.
No, what he get? The happy ending seeker. Didn't he get caught at like a massage
you
parlor a
talking
couple
about-
years ago?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. They were like, yeah,
The
gotcha.
happy-
The happy ending seeker.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Before it was Deshaun Watson, it was right. Oh, damn. I'm
Man,
good.
hey, Deshaun Watson, man, they got to be making that up, man.
I hope so.
Ain't no way that all this stuff just coming out just at one time. Like, ain't nobody saying nothing about it yet. Like all these years, 'cause they act like it's been good. That's crazy, man. They doing my boy dirty.
You know, that's all. It's always something. Something always pops up when you're trying to get more money.
Man, he trying to get up out of there or something.
Yeah.
He trying to get up out of there.
Now we see why.
But it's just
all
dumb.
these allegations going on. He got like 20,000 women saying
So-
he doing something
See,
wrong.
I never thought about it like that. It could have been that.
Yeah.
I never thought about it from that standpoint that these allegations about to come up. Let me go ahead and try to get up out of
Too
here.
much. Let me go ahead and get out.
It's getting too hot in here. It's getting too hot in here. Let me go ahead and get up out of here.
It was a report. It
I
said
never-
he wanted to go to Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they saying trying to go now. I never thought about it like that though. That's crazy.
You trying to go to Denver? Do you not know the history
Of all the
of
places.
athletes in Denver?
Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Kobe.
but-
I was just going to say,
that's
the most notable.
that's his team right there, Chino, Denver.
Okay.
They whacked though, so
Like all Denver teams or just the Broncos?
nah, Broncos.
well.
They whacked though, so they need a quarterback though. They got a quarterback. They might be all right.
They have Mizzou's
They got Drew
Drew
Lock.
Lock, but he just hasn't gotten over that. He still be slinging it, but he be throwing interceptions too much.
Hey, speaking of Mizzou, they been recruiting.
Yes.
Like
Eli
that,
Drinkowitz,
like that
shouts out
coach,
to you.
man. That coach, he been recruiting.
Like
Got
crazy.
to.
Like I can't wait to see like what they gonna
On
do.
the field, yeah.
they got
Have a true off season. You know what I'm saying? No pandemic rules or whatever it is. And now let's see how you're gonna do year 2.
Man, he just got some big time. He just got the kid to flip from LSU.
Man, he had 2 guys leave from Tulsa to go in just 3 days. Leave from Tulsa to go to Mizzou, and these are cornerbacks. These are and like last week, cornerback was like one of their weakest spots on the team.
Now
It's a strength in just a week, in just 3 days.
Yes, sir.
I mean, dude came in and made a splash. I think they said that by today or by the end of the week, Mizzou can have like a 16th ranked recruiting class. The first time ever
That's big time.
to be that high up.
And I don't know what they doing down in Mizzou, man. They care every time I be on Twitter. Oh yeah, we got an anonymous $2 million donation,
Yeah.
$5 million donation for the facility. Like, come on, man, we give it all this money, but they
I'm like, you can't be that anonymous. Like, you got to go to a private financial advisor.
man, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna do, man. I always roll with the hometown state. I like to watch all the Cardinals and Mizzou and the Blues. Just the hometown.
That's
So
what's up. I definitely do support the Cardinals and the Blues. But when it comes to college, it's the University of Oregon. I'm sorry.
Oregon.
I love Oregon. I'm excited to see that Tampa Bay, I keep wanting to say San Diego, LA Chargers rematch. Apparently they're playing week 4 this year.
Okay.
Because, last year it came down to one final touchdown. That boy Justin Herbert is going to be a problem.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure that he be able to stay up and he can throw the ball.
Gotta be protected. Gotta get a line, man.
Yeah. All right. So I know that you asked the St. Louis question to Stan,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have Stan ask the question that we always ask our guests.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Real simple question. Shouldn't stump you. Should have an answer like that. Tell us the moment that you first fell in love with sports.
I was young. I was super young. Like when I was like 5, 6. I always watch it. I always been an active kid. Just outside playing. And I just wanted to do anything, and I always been just like competitive. Like let's race to the car. Let's like in the grocery store. Let's see who can be the first one to do this. Like let's see who be the first one to get the cart type stuff. Like just anything. So at that just that competition and that natural competition factor, and my family, just how they are. It was just natural for me. It wasn't even that nobody had to force on me or nothing. That was just, and I've always been the smallest. So I'm like, and I don't care about challenging nobody. Like I don't care how big you are. I could be like 5 years old, like challenging like an 8, 9-year-old. Like let's play. Like let's do this. Like I might just walk up and just like punch my brother or something, like see who can hit the hardest, like just anything. So it's just,
What's good, bro?
man, it's just been natural for me, man. When I was little.
That's what's up, man. And what was that first sport that just kind of captivated you?
It's always been basketball. You know, basketball's always been my first love. You know, man. I like football. You know, I enjoy baseball, but basketball has always been my first love, man. You know, I just playing it, just watching it. You know, you know, it's just I don't know what it is, but it's always been my first love, though.
So you pretty much grew up during the time where the Bulls were dominating, etc., right?
See, why?
Yeah,
Why
but I was young though, so you know,
Right.
I was young, but it was around that time though. You know, so I know about Jordan in that era and stuff like that. But you know, I was young.
Yeah, we
Why?
know about it, but when we gonna get back to it? You just bring it up.
Sure.
Pain.
Well,
Pain.
why you say pain? Let me who you roll with?
I'm a Bulls fan. Pain.
So what was the painful moment when they broke up?
No, the pain been.
Because they ain't did nothing since.
Yes, that's been the pain. It was more pain this year. And let me tell you why. They got eliminated off of a humbug. Didn't even play. They got eliminated from the however they doing these playoffs now. They got eliminated from being able to get in. All because the Wizards
play-in,
won.
yeah.
They got eliminated from the play-in because the Wizards won. Then the Wizards turned around and did that. I'm like,
So let me ask y'all this, because I always have a debate about this. See, I don't have a team. I roll with LeBron. So I ain't a fan of. So if LeBron go play for the Cavaliers or if he go play for the Hawks tomorrow, I'm gonna be a Hawks fan. Cause
Man,
I
if
roll
he
with
gonna play
LeBron.
for the Bulls,
So what
he
y'all
do
think
that.
about? You know, so you're a Bulls fan, like just no matter what, or
what.
no matter what, you just a Bulls fan. So you just hoping they get some. I got you.
I'm just hoping.
Yeah.
I read an article came across my screen. It said Chicago trading Lonzo Ball. I don't like the way they worded that. I'm like, nigga, we got Lonzo. Hold on, wait a minute.
They was trying to get him.
Yeah, they were going over trade packages. I didn't like it. I didn't like any of them. They talking about getting rid of too many prospective pieces.
And then your boy always be trade bait too. Zach
I'm
LaVine.
tired of it. I'm tired of it.
That's
But
because he always have a solid season.
his contract was up this year, and he just sold his Chicago house. I'm hurt,
Did
but
he?
I'm not hurt because I'm like, all right, maybe he just buying another one. Maybe he downsizing an apartment or something. You know, a house is a lot of responsibility. So I'm just hoping that, you know, he's just buying another house in Chicago, and I hope he's not trying to prepare for wherever he may go. Because if we let two potential stars go, and if the same thing happens the second time, like it happened with Jimmy Butler, also his contract is up. Jimmy, come back home. Come on. We sorry. we look. They rectified all the wrongs. They got rid of Hoiberg, and because they chose Hoiberg over Jimmy Butler, which was stupid.
Right.
So they got rid of him. The front office then made some changes. Iceberg's still there. Eisenberg. I don't know why he's still around. He can go. The dude that's been around since Jordan has been there.
Yeah,
I messed up his last name.
Reinsdorf.
There you go.
Yeah, Jerry Reinsdorf.
Reinsdorf needs to be.
Iceberg.
I'm saying I'm so like that ain't it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm sticking with it. I was like, what's his name? Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, man, I'm just stop putting him on the trade block and re-sign that man.
So
And
what you
Jimmy
think,
come home.
So what you think y'all need to do to what you think y'all remedy is?
Honestly, I think we need.
No, no superstar. You gotta have a superstar.
That's my thing. We don't need a superstar, but we need like someone that's gonna.
If you don't got no superstar, you gotta have about four.
Right.
We need
Four
like
role
a.
players,
We
four,
need
five
like.
role players.
That's what we need. We need a veteran role player, like a veteran that can give. We need like a lesser Chris Paul. That's what we need. Like a lesser version of a Chris Paul.
I got Kobe White.
Yeah.
Yeah, he out for like.
Yeah, he
four,
just had the surgery.
I was like, oh, well, fix it now. You know.
Yeah, I might get some draft picks. I might be someone to draft.
All right. And someone else who has an opinion, who is ready now, our third member of the Platform Sports Talk Show. We have Bunny. What's going on, Bunny, with the backdrop?
Bunny.
Let's make sure that we can hear you good. Hold on real quick. Okay, there we go. How you doing over there? Oh man, we definitely doing well. Talking about a little basketball, not what happened today yet, but Brandon was asking Stan about his love affair for the Bulls and what they need to do to get better. You got to just take it out just a little bit because it's kind of funny. I get some new chords. There we go. But yeah, so.
Okay.
Let me see your Jay.
She going now. So.
Let's see. Give us 1 second, Bunny. We're trying to make sure that he can hear you.
No, she going now.
All right. Can you hear anything? No. Let's see. No, it ain't you. It's this connection. These lines. I mean, these cords over here.
That cord don't want me to be right. I got something for that cord.
It don't want to act right.
Not that she said I got something for that cord.
Oh God, that was better what you just did. But I still can hear now. But it hurt. Something started working.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get it fixed. So
It's all good.
let's see here.
Yeah, it's a shortage because every time you move it, I can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shortage. It's all good.
All right. So hopefully everyone y'all can hear Bunny real good. Let me know in the comments that y'all can hear her. We'll know for sure. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Keep on talking, Bunny, real quick. Let me keep on checking these levels out for you. Yeah, you sound real low. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do one thing, everybody. So just stay tuned. I'm going to play some music, and then we'll get right back into it so y'all can hear Bunny real good. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, and we are back from our commercial break, the Platform Sports Talk Show. Bunny, go ahead and say something now.
Hey,
There
happy
we go.
hump day, everyone. What it do?
All right, we in the house.
Coach, can you hear me, Coach?
Yes,
Wait,
ma'am.
what you
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
be called? My bad.
I can hear you, Coach Fine. I can hear you.
Coach who?
No, I said Coach Fine.
Yeah, just coach.
Coach Brandon. Call him whatever you want to call him.
There you go. Bunny showing
Now
out.
you already know. People from St. Louis, they take that. Call me what you want. You know, St. Louis people take that a little extreme sometimes.
Right. Be doing
I'm
extra.
just saying. Look, that's what I heard. That's from Stan people in U City. That's what they do.
Uh-oh. Called you out,
Yeah.
Stan.
You was bragging on U City in the line. You was just bragging on them, Stan. Don't get
First of
quiet
all,
now.
we call you what you want us to call you. Look, hold on. What's the, his mama named him. We call you what your mama called you. If you tell us to call you something, we'll call you that. We real good with nicknames. There's some people I forgot their real name. I call them nicknames somewhere.
You're right.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's true.
Anyway, so what's up with y'all? Just talking about this. You get a highlight, not the highlights, the score this Philly and Hawks game.
Right now,
Whee!
it's looking like it's a 76ers type night.
Hey man, this is just a halftime score. I was just happy to see AI on the sideline. That made my night, boy. The answer?
Right.
Boy, these young bucks don't know.
Miss Williams says hi, Bunny.
Hi, Miss Williams. I'm late to the party, but I am here.
There we go. And shouts out, got her backdrop going. We're looking strong on the Platform Sports Talk Show. Looking good over there.
Hey. I'm just trying to be better. That's all. I'm trying to get on y'all level and be better. That's all.
That's what's up. So, going back, we was asking Coach about his love of sports, and he said the first sport that he fell in love with was basketball. Favorite player, team?
Like I said, I roll with LeBron. I roll with LeBron, so whatever team you on, that's what I roll with.
Whoa. But before LeBron became LeBron, was you
Right.
watching basketball? Yes. Who was you rolling with prior to LeBron?
Dang, she hit you with the mama voice.
I mean, I was always a LeBron fan even before he was in the league, because that was about the time I was in middle school when he was coming up in high school. But, I definitely, got love for Kobe. I definitely got love. I definitely, like AI, people like that. But I'm going to tell y'all my sleeper person, I really love watching Kevin Garnett.
Oh, yeah.
Garnett, man. Just the passion he played with and, just the emotion and everything, man. I
That's
love watching
my
that.
dude. Yeah. I loved it too. Yeah. I was following KG back when he was in high school in Chicago. Like, before he got to the league, I'm like, oh, yeah. And, of course, he wasn't on ESPN like how LeBron was on ESPN, but I was reading the paper, reading what he was doing. They came through St. Louis, how V-Star was playing these big tournaments. They came through.
I picked up on KG when they, what was that show called they used to have on ESPN? I don't even think they run it no more. It's like they used to have, I think it was like Beyond the Glory or something. They used to talk about their lives and stuff. It's like a 30 for 30, but it wasn't called that, though.
I'm trying to think what it was called, because I probably saw it, too.
I think it's called like Beyond the Glory or something like that.
Mm.
It's been on ESPN a long time ago.
Beyond the Glory. Definitely got to check that out and see if we can find it on Google or whatever and see what the name of that show was. So, what was the first sport that you played?
Probably like T-ball. I played baseball, I think more kids should get into baseball, but T-ball, I played a little football.
Now, wait a minute. Let me ask you about your 2 cents about T-ball, because I wasn't playing T-ball, I wasn't playing court, I wasn't playing softball, but I was told, like, why I let the little kids play T-ball, go straight to baseball. Don't let them be punks going in there soft. Just don't go hard and do baseball as little kids.
Well, I mean,
I didn't say that. I was saying that's what I was told from old head.
I mean, I'm talking about, though, like 3-4 years old, I ain't,
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said the old head said it. I'm like, damn, y'all like that.
I just feel like T-ball can help.
Baseball.
I feel like that can help develop a lot of fundamentals and stuff. I think, as black people, a lot of people are missing like some fundamentals and stuff. So I think, T-ball, putting the ball on the tee, help a level swing and stuff like that. I mean, that would just be my opinion. But I mean, I can see why they say, go straight to baseball. But I don't think you need to skip the steps. Just kind of go through the steps and go through it. But I mean, high school, like I said, I played football, basketball, and baseball. I played all 3 of those in high school. So, baseball, I could never hit for real. I was just fast. So I used to just steal the bases.
So you like Harrison Bader?
I mean, I don't
don't compare them to that. Don't do them that way now. That's cold. Cold blooded.
Man, I remember, I was in 8th grade. Look, I was in 8th grade. I was playing the ABC ballpark. ABC out on St. Charles Rock Road. I used to just stand at the plate, literally just stand there, trying to get a walk. Yeah. Man, the coach yelled down from the third baseline. He said, "This is baseball, not standing ball." I'm like, man, what dude on? Man, I was just.
Hey man, what you doing?
I would just be standing there but I got a love for baseball though, But,
you talking about ABC League? That was you saw Rock Road go behind that quick trip at Safford. Yes, go to games. Oh yeah. Do they still have that league?
Yeah, they still got the little league out there.
Okay, yeah, I remember them. I used to go see my nephew play. We used to all stop at that quick trip because it was hot.
Right. Was it hot like White Castle's on Natural Bridge of Kings Highway hot?
Hey, hot. Well, speaking of, I just passed by there last week, man. Got it under construction. That mug is closed.
Oh yeah, they remodeling that location.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
you know,
it's
I don't
about
go through
time.
that.
I'm gonna say
I'm about to say,
it's about
after
time.
85 years.
It's about time. That thing still
say,
got
I
the
ain't never
original
lied.
tiles on the outside.
Oh my God.
He ain't never like that. Look, the one from the 1920s. Okay, that was that
Like,
original White Castle.
100 years later, all right, we going to touch this one up.
Shoot, they don't have no Wi-Fi there.
Look,
They still got DSL.
Shoot, AOL.
Wow.
they so dumb, man.
You've got mail.
Floppy disk got to put in every morning.
Clock in. Where you clock in this?
Exactly. They say got an old school clock and shit now.
Still
Hey, that
standing
drive-through
strong,
used
though.
to be popping in the parking lot. So forget the one off of Broadway. That White Castle,
Right.
Bridge of Kings Highway,
Yeah.
always
Can't
jumping.
compress
Maybe
it.
because only
See,
went at
that's-
nighttime.
That's
after
the
kicking
that's
it.
the I'm about to say that's the nightlife bunny talking right now.
Man, I mean, it's so much entertainment on the parking lot. Should I forget what my order is? And I'm like, look,
Wait, parking lot pimping for real, huh, bunny?
I was in the drive-through. I just saw the action from my car. I in the parking lot. I was in my car trying to get my food. You know what I'm saying?
She was parking lot passing. That's what
you
she
knew
was
that.
doing. You got to pass through the lot to get to the line.
Hello.
You do. You do.
Hey,
You saw
how
a
y'all
whole-
doing? Hey,
if it's
I just saw
if
you.
you
Let me
go
get a number 2, no
inside-
pickle bottom of another.
Going inside was just as bad, if not worse, at 1 and 2 in the morning. That's because the line was so long. I'm like, let's go inside. But always a show. Always.
So what high school did you go to?
Ridner.
Ritner, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My only times that I went to
The
Ritner
Husky.
was when I played for I went to Bashan.
Okay.
And I played baseball, and we always had like the playoff. I mean, not playoff, but tournament games.
Like a little district or
Yeah,
something.
districts. There we go. Out there, and we always lost. Like we got there,
I mean,
we did. Man, hey, I ain't gonna
Why
lie.
you said that? We always
It's
played
crazy.
that.
I think
And
they
we
still do
always
that. They
lost.
did that. They did that when I was in high school. Like we said in Vashon was still in the same district and stuff like that too.
I mean, public high league baseball is different than the league where Ritner is. Out there, no, it was different, and we felt it. Like we got there, we get blown out like we never won a game before. After we won at PHL, we get out
They
there.
kind of just they put your PHL status.
Man, like
Yeah,
PHL,
right
what is
on
that
down.
in,
Like,
in
all right,
baseball?
Sean, let's get it. Welcome to the big leagues. Oh my God.
Right.
It's different. Them leagues be different.
Yeah, but it was cool. That's my only experience out there at Ritner. So you play all the sports in high school?
I did. I played.
You did soccer too?
Nah, I just played back. Nah, you was talking about basketball, baseball.
I mean, I'm just saying, throw all the sports
Nah,
out there. Why not?
I played
Track.
that too. Nope, couldn't do track.
Hey,
Couldn't do
if
baseball.
Bashan got a soccer team, anybody can have a soccer team.
Oh yeah,
okay?
no, we definitely have a soccer team. I just didn't play.
I played soccer back in
Hey,
elementary
Fred,
school.
I thought you would have played soccer yourself.
I
know you
did.
did baseball, basketball.
I did.
So y'all ain't got to play Ritner? Y'all never played in the county?
No.
Look at you, just a modern day Pele. Look at you.
I ain't gonna say I'm Pele, but I played.
I'm putting my son in soccer. I'm putting
not
my son
Pele,
in
but
soccer.
I
He
Pele.
likes soccer.
Right.
He likes soccer, so I'm putting him in there. He's 4 right now.
So with you being a coach, which once again we'll get more into that very soon, but how important is it to you to have your kids, your players, play multiple sports now?
I think it's important. You know, I think it's important, especially young. You know, when they're young, when they get in high school, I don't mind that you know if you're sports specific, but I think when you're younger, I think it's important. You know, because it's just like anything, you got to figure out what you like, figure out what you're good at. You know, a lot of different sports like football can help with basketball and coordination. Basketball can help with football, but one thing I do feel, I do feel that sports are specific. Like you can be in track shape, but you go on the basketball court, it's a different shape. You know, basketball court, different twitches, different movements and things like that. So I mean, when you get in high school, you can be sports specific. But some kids are these kids nowadays, they're just athletic. I mean, they're just super athletic. They can do like anything.
Yeah.
And it's so it's different. It's different. They different nowadays.
Man, I know social media had some kid stand next to a teacher, and he's about like 6'7", 300-something pounds, and only like 13 years old.
Yeah, these kids different.
Are you
like,
talking about
man.
that football player?
They're
Yeah.
different.
I'm like, good Lord.
They putting it in the Wheaties.
You know what I just seen on social media? I seen a switch-handed pitcher.
Yeah, I saw that too.
The dude, he was pitching left-handed to like left-handed batter, then he flipped the glove, pitched right-handed to the right-handed batter.
Like it wasn't nothing.
We gotta give shout out to that new DNA in these kids. Shout out to the mamas and daddies. Whatever y'all eating, y'all producing them kids.
It's
Hey,
just different.
keep doing what you're doing.
How you switching gloves? They hand oriented. Well, they got one with just
He
a hand,
must got like a custom glove or something. I don't know.
Got to.
It's custom where you can just flip it over and all of a sudden it'll be a right hand glove. You flip back over, it'll be left hand glove. Just
That's
like
too
that.
much playing.
Yep.
Headphones.
Just like that. So, after your time at Ridner, did you go to college? If so, what school?
I went to Missouri Baptist, so I played 4 years at Missouri Baptist.
Okay.
I got my education degree there. Like I said, I'm a teacher, so I got my education degree at Missouri Baptist. I played basketball there, and then after that, that's when I went into teaching, and then that's when I got started coaching, and went back and got my administration degree at Missouri Baptist. So Missouri Baptist, hey. That's home. That's a little school that people don't know about, but there's a lot of little schools out here that people don't know. I definitely would recommend Missouri Baptist to anybody. It's a great school.
Yeah, when I went to Harris Stowe State University,
Whoop.
we had a few games against Missouri Baptist and
Yes,
what was that, College of Pharmacy?
Yeah, College of Pharmacy.
Yeah, had games against them. I think we were all in the same
little
league,
conference.
So
It's not called that anymore. It's some long name.
They
now.
just changed it.
University. Oh dear, look, because I work right by University of Health and Sciences.
Pharmacy or something.
University of Pharmacy, Health and Sciences.
Yeah, they just changed that recently. Like
UPHS.
I'm about to say
Yep.
the jerseys got to have UPA.
UPHS?
something.
Yeah.
Something super long. But yeah, that was cool, man.
No, it can't be that because then they're gonna be like underprivileged high school.
Oh. So Chino Davis asked a question earlier. I want to go ahead and bring it up now that we're to that point. But pretty much was it Missouri Baptist? Was it you being a teacher? What made you get into coaching?
I've always knew I wanted to be a coach. Even when I was younger, everybody in my family is a teacher. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of teachers in my family. So it's always just been a passion of mine, to teach. Something I've seen, something that I grew up about. My sister, who I highly admire, she's a teacher, So she, it's just something that I'm very passionate about. And so as I was playing, I always knew, I was always the type that, they might call, the teacher's pet or something, just very coachable, listening, trying to soak up knowledge, helping out people, new people coming on the team or whatever, helping them learn, play with it. I was just always like that. So I always knew that, when I was done, I knew I would want to be a coach. And I also knew I was 5'5", so I knew I was going to be done pretty soon. I knew I wasn't I knew I wasn't going too far.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, that's the honesty with yourself.
So once I knew that, like I said, I've always wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a coach. And once I got into teaching, it's just natural, to shift into coaching. I got into I started off at Jennings Junior High School, teaching. Then they was like, oh, you play basketball, we need a basketball coach. So, then it's like I kind of got into coaching at the junior high level. And then that's actually, I don't want to go quick, but that's kind of actually how I started St. Louis Elite. We just played a little junior high season. Kids wanted to keep playing. So I was like, okay, well, let me just start a program. Just call it St. Louis Elite. And then so we kind of got that. And then as I kept progressing, I got into high school, got into high school coaching. Been coaching on the high school level for 5-6 years. And it just kind of blossomed from there. Just kept doing it. Something I enjoy.
And you brought up earlier your sister who's a teacher, but in regards to coaching, who was that person or people that you looked up to that helped you along the way to pretty much hone your skills to be a coach?
My brother, is another person I highly admire. My brothers and my sisters are people, that I lean on. We lost our mother when I was very young. I was 9 years old. Mm-hmm. So my oldest brother, which is Anthony, he actually he was on the team, so he's the oldest. So he actually, took Terrence was the second oldest, so Terrence was older. But he actually took, all of us in, me, my two sisters, my other brother, so because we have a big age gap. So he's probably 20 years older than me. So when I was 9, he's probably about 30, 29, 30, something like that. So he's 29, 30, taking in, 4 kids. So, he's always been a coach. It's always been something I've always been around, going to his practices and stuff like that, just being young, he dropping me off at practices and stuff. So he's always been somebody I admire. He just kind of, got me into coaching and, just kind of follow his footsteps and, just kind of watching how he do things and how he kind of navigate the coaching world of, what type of kids he work with and, how he interact with the kids and stuff like that. So, that's kind of where I got my niche from.
Nice. Bunny, did you have any questions?
Oh, can't hear me now? My bad, wrong button. Okay, so we going through the whole timeline of you. Went through your sports you played, how you got into coaching. So what is one of your, I guess, next steps, or what one of your ultimate goals of coaching? Or have you already reached that?
My ultimate goal with coaching and athletics is to be a high school athletic director. So I'm working towards that. I'm working towards that right now. Like I said, when I finished up at Missouri Baptist, I went back and I finished my administration degree. So I'm certified administrator. I'm certified to be a school principal, which is what they need, what you need to be a high school athletic director. So that's my ultimate goal is to, to be a high school athletic director and, run a sports program and, run an academics program and stuff like that at a high school.
Dope. Well,
really dope.
all I know, I can see it in the future for you, man. I'm just saying, I ain't no
so.
psychic, but
so.
your resume's looking pretty lengthy in detail. So
I hope so.
Definitely.
His resume.
I'm just saying. Well, he a walking resume. How about that?
I know somebody.
Okay.
I know somebody who called it that. So.
Hey, when I heard that, they were serious, so I tried not to laugh, but it really didn't work.
Nah.
Hey, did you get my resume?
Like, what you just say for real?
When did you
please
stop?
Please tell me you're joking, right?
Did you get my resume? When did you pause? Like,
You stupid.
When did you pause? He said.
Well, it's a lot of job vacancies out there, so even if you have
really
a resume, you can get hired somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. Especially now, man. They need people. They like practically giving away jobs if you want them.
Who are some of your coaching influences?
I mean, over the years, I've definitely, watched. You talking about in general?
Yeah.
I love Coach K. I love kind of what he does with Duke. And just kind of watching him. I like Roy Williams. I know he just retired. I know Coach K is retiring.
Right.
So those are some of the guys. It's actually been another coach I've been following. Name is Lavelle Moat. He's a new coach I've been following. He's a head basketball coach at North Carolina Central University. So he's like a big public figure and stuff like that.
Yep. Shout out to HBCU.
I was just about to
Yeah,
say,
so-
NCCU is HBCU.
Yep. So those are some of my some of the ones that are more well known. Just around the area. I definitely watch Floyd Iron Senior. Coming from Vashon. He did a lot of good things down there. Some up and coming coaches that are coaching right now, like Corey Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good coach.
We had him on last year.
Corey Frazier is a really good coach. Tony Irons. I think he's a good coach. There's a lot of good coaches out there, man. Travis Wallace over at MICDS. That's somebody I've been at Jennings. He was at Jennings for a couple of years. The current coach at Jennings, Danny Thomas, that's where I work at Jennings. So, just kind of, watching those guys and watching how they run the program and stuff like that. Those are, people I kind of lean on when if I need some advice or something.
And I know we had this conversation with Coach Ryan Johnson and others who've been on our show in the past or again multiple times. But it's like this basketball hoop scene in St. Louis has been amazing these last few years now, man. It just like,
man,
we got
it's
talent.
like, it's like some just. I know we've had the David Lees and etc. Of course now the Bills and Tatum's and all that, and Ben McLemore's and etc. But like these kids here,
St. Louis always got talent, man. We've always had talent, man.
Yeah.
It's just if you can
exposure now.
exposure is definitely different. But even like it's just if you can get over the St. Louis in you, then I think you can be able to excel at the like for real.
I ain't
So
never
St.
heard
Louis, so
a
St.
Because,
more
like-
true statement.
Because like man, you watch these kids, they go to
St.
college
Louis,
and stuff. You see some of them doing well and some of them not. It's
They
just
fall off.
You got to get over to St. Louis. Everything ain't got to be so tough and hard nosed. Sometimes you got to sit back and listen and get over yourself. And
that's the maturation process.
This person really trying to help me out and trying to get me to somewhere different. They ain't trying to put me down, man. But this city is but that's all we know. It's just so grimy. It's so grimy and so tough, man. It's like if somebody trying to show you something or something, man, you got to just get over yourself and just listen. Make connections, man. We got.
But that's when I was thinking, Coach, that if you coaches like yourself and other people, when you're talking to your young men, we already know they got the talent, whether they're getting recruited for a D1, D2, whatever, just to be ready for life. That transition, that's what I said. I guess that's all they know. Yeah, because St. Louis, being so St. Louis, you're going to have that mindset. But maturation and getting ready for the next step of life, because you got to be treated like an adult, even if you have a mindset of a kid. We got to work on that, y'all. Especially, the young black men and young black women who are getting scrutinized, especially when you basketball, football, even some volleyball players from the areas. Like, I just want us to be successful, because I know Fred talked about this some weeks ago. I forgot which coach we were talking about. How Bashan gets so many recruits every year,
the
right?
same thing.
Recruited for college, they go to a lot of them D1, right? But then it's like, what's the next step? Why are we getting them to the NBA or NBDL? And then my thing, I was talking about, you just mentioned all these great coaches. Why are we getting our coaches now to be getting onto these collegiate benches? Because they're, like you mentioned, some great coaches and some more we've interviewed here. And I'm like, I could definitely see them coaching young men or women on the collegiate level, especially D1. We need some opportunity.
For sure. Like you said, that's the key word, getting opportunity, man. This stuff is so political. It's just crazy because, all these coaches, even you look at, the NBA and college, how y'all hire a coach but y'all already ready to fire? I mean, how y'all fire a coach but y'all already ready to hire another one? Like I was just watching the Indiana Pacers situation. They was ready to hire the dude that just got fired from the Trailblazers.
Right.
Already.
Terry Stotts.
Yeah, already, are we interested in him? He just got fired. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong, but it's just going back to Bundy's statement. It's just so political. Like I said, we got great coaches, we got great talent, but it's just all who and stuff like that. If you can get in where you fit in. We got a guy. I was just looking at today, Chris Carrawell. He's from St. Louis.
Yeah, he moved up.
He just got promoted to the associate head coach at Duke.
That's huge.
So that's big time. It's just
put his time in for him too. Yeah. And he come to St. Louis all the time recruiting at your alma mater. He was there last year. For him, Coach K was coming through all the time. Coach from Kentucky, y'all know.
And that's why I said we never had
Jason.
We never had stuff like that though. Like Jason Tatum and Brad Beal, but now Coach Calipari down at Career Academy. Ain't no coach ever went down. He did down at Career Academy. You in the heart of Grand, just down there.
Right.
But
scoping out talent.
Shout out Coach Betts. Yeah. Shout out Coach Betts. That came out all wrong. I tried.
Man, it's Coach Betts, man. He's a good guy too. He's a good coach. Man, there's a lot of good coaches. It's RJ, man. RJ 2 state championships in a row, man. That's a lot of good stuff. Coach Betts, man. Like you said, he's a good coach.
He's been on the show twice?
Yep.
Or 3 times. Twice.
I think he's moved on now this year, but
he has Chaminade now.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, he just moved on this year.
Now that's
big.
That's huge.
Yeah. And going back to what you were saying earlier, Bunny, just about some of these high schoolers who been having the opportunity to go to D1 schools. It's like they're so focused on being St. Louis legends in regards to public high school basketball or city basketball, but they don't want to see themselves outside of what they did during their 4 years of high school. There's been countless of guys who I can name, I'm not going to, that went to the V, and I'm like, you should be definitely doing something, be on ESPN or something, and you're not even doing that. It's like, what happened? It's like, because the focus only been, I just want to play ball and look good, be known in high school, but then you're not being prepared.
But also it goes
the next level.
It goes back to what Bundy said. Like you said, it's a maturation process. I don't think that they just want to be known in high school. I think they just don't really know. And then another thing too, it's you got to understand. You might have been the best player in your high school, but now you going to a school
that don't
where
mean nothing in college.
Like now you back
the best
you back on a low totem pole. And it goes back to being St. Louis
and being spoiled.
Can you fight through adversity? I mean,
Yep.
You got to be able to fight through adversity. You got to be able to mature. You know, you got to, like you said, you got to have the right mindset and stuff like that. You got to be ready for different situations like that because you might have been the best in high school. Your coach might say, oh, yeah, I ain't going to get on him or something like that or whatever. You know, I ain't going to get on him because we need him or, you know, or he got a detention today, but we going to let him play because this the district game, whatever it is. But when you go to college, you miss practice. You don't show up at 5 a.m. They like, okay, well,
You ain't trying to play.
you benched or you ain't starting or you ain't doing this. So now it's like, okay, how do I fight through adversity? You know, can I handle that, or is it time to transfer? But is it something?
Transfer portal.
That's
the easy way out.
The transfer
Fight
portal,
through it.
crazy.
Man,
Instead of
it's
fighting
ridiculous.
through it and going through adverse situation, whether you're coaching or if you're adjusting to being a quote-unquote an adult at 18, 19, transfer portal.
Yep.
The same situation you had at that school, you have some of the same situation at different school, whether you the man or not. I mean, you got to get up early for practice. You still got to go to class. You still got to go weight lift. Nobody's going to sit there and hold your hand every time. I mean, you would think 18, 19-year-olds would get it, but you know how they say boys turn into men, but you just need that guidance, and especially coming from some of the backgrounds. If you just have it to where somebody just told you where to be all the time, you don't know how to do that transition. Because it ain't just all sports and academics. How do you handle when you need some downtime? If you focused on basketball all the time, how do you focus when basketball is over? Whether you make it to the league, NBDL, coach, you could be a trainer. How do you do that? How do you transition for another career? And that's why I think some of them are lacking the guidance and don't know what, because they just solely focus on one sport.
I agree.
Bunny coming in, spitting them facts on the platform. Sports Talk Show, dropping that knowledge on the platform. Sports Talk
Round up
Show.
young people, and I see coaches and talk to coaches, and I see, you know.
Everything she said is true, man. And as, like you said, as coaches, that's our job, man. You know, if we're not preparing those kids, you know, one of the things, I love Conzo Martin. That's another guy, you know, I love Conzo Martin.
We had him on
He's
too.
also been,
Yeah, you know, that's, you know, one of the things he said, you know, if we're not preparing them, you know, what are we doing?
Right.
You know, I mean, if you're not, because eventually the ball's going to stop. Like you say, eventually you have to face life. You know, you got to be able to go out there and, like you said, what do you know besides this sport? You know, do you know how to interact with people? Like you said, do you know how to do an interview? Do you know how to make a resume? You know, just any little thing like that. But eventually the ball is going to stop bouncing. The ball is going to stop throwing. You're going to have to be able to come out here and face life.
Reality check, people. This is the Platform Sports Talk Show. Hope y'all have been enjoying this show so far. Give us the likes on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram. Bunny, when they go on YouTube, they need to subscribe. Click on that.
Click on my imaginary bell.
Oh, she ain't got it with her. And stand,
I don't. I had to relocate where I'm operating for the show, so.
Oh, that's right. It's all good. And stand, because anytime we go live,
you will be notified. You know it's the other way around, right?
yeah, you know.
No cap.
Man, that don't matter
Like,
right now.
I was just letting it. I was because even from the beginning of the show,
Bunny came, you know, Bunny came with the actual bell, so it's like I have to have her do it, but she ain't had the bell with her, you know. So we try to add a little something, little spice, you
so
know.
saying is I need to come in with a bell. You finna make me activate these
next
Apple
week,
ring
Wednesday, have the bell ready to go.
Hey, but like Kwame Brown was saying, got to add some of mama seasoning.
Hey, Kwame
Hey,
Brown
man,
is going
at this
crazy.
Kwame Brown's podcast probably about to be popping more than what's his name, Matt Barnes and
Man, he was
Smith.
going
All the smoke.
This dude, man, I'm sitting there like, you wasn't relevant until they started dragging you so bad, and now you relevant again. But you spit some facts, but now it's entertaining. Because he lighted up everybody. Ain't nobody off board. He was lighting up.
Nobody safe. Nobody safe.
Stephen A was like, okay, I was talking about your game, not you. So I got this highlight tape. Boy, he said, I got 5 more minutes. I'm like, oh, my goodness. He had them boys go and cook up. I was like, oh, damn, he got
this
he
is why
put your moves against you. I was watching that. I was like, damn, he did do that.
I mean, but truthfully, his story's been kind of quiet. Well, he's been kind of quiet now. Cause I think that between him and Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, they had like to get the lawyers into it. You know, like the whole cease and desist thing. Like you can't be talking about this no more. You know, whatever. So that kind of died down, and he has not been as big time as he was.
That boy finna start a podcast.
I think he already had one started because he had Craig Hodges on there.
Start another one. Call it.
He probably do. That's what they do, man. When they
Call
about to
it
do
BNP.
Uh-oh. That's what that means.
The BN podcast. You know what BN stands for.
Can I show what he said though?
With the A in the middle.
Every video.
BN.
Hey, boy.
Hey,
Call boy.
call that grown ass man a boy.
His accent's so heavy too.
Oh man, so heavy, so
Boy.
Oh man,
Still looking like Kwame. I'm like, damn, boy. Strong jeans.
Kwame remind me of that dude from
Still looking like he
from
can't catch a pass.
From what was it? From Bad Boys 2 and 3.
Why did I
Reggie,
forget?
there you
the
go.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Little dude, yeah.
Oh, I was
Boy,
thinking
you
about
look dirty. The little dude
I
who
just
can't take his
forgot
daughter on a date.
Right.
yeah, I remember Reggie. I was thinking about
Yeah,
the other
the
dude.
boyfriend.
An actual,
No,
he's
now
an actual
Beyonce
basketball
on
player.
part
Just forgot
3.
his name. He was the little computer hacker.
Oh, John Sally.
Thank you,
John
thank
Sally.
you. I couldn't remember his last name. I was getting John, but the last name, I don't know why I was pulling up Stockton this whole time.
Oh,
Wrong.
I'm like,
not
that's
him.
not him. That is not
who
him.
wears short shorts?
Far from it. Come on, man. Really.
Anyway, on the Platform Sportstalk Show. So you brought up St. Louis Elite, STL Elite. Tell everybody more about STL Elite.
St. Louis Elite, you know, it's a youth program I started. Like I said, I had kids in middle school, and they just didn't want to stop playing. So, you know, that's kind of, at first it was just like, okay, let's just go play. We got some little jerseys made. And then we just went out and played a couple tournaments and stuff like that. And we did well. So I had those kids in 8th grade. So then I kept them through, like each year we went up a grade. So, you know, I kept most of those kids through like high school. We played, you know, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. And then I kind of started some other stuff. And as I kept going, you know, it just continued to expand. Like before the pandemic, I had like 6, 7 teams, you know, different age groups. Is something I desire, you know, to make a basketball academy, you know, just giving kids an opportunity. You know, it's, you know, I keep debating, do I want to change the name, because we're not an elite team. You know, we're not the team that go out and travel everywhere and go recruit all the best kids, you know, but, you know, it's just something, you know, it's my brand, you know, so it's just something. I just want to give kids an opportunity to do something positive, you know. I think that idle time is one of, you know, that's one of the most important factors that, you know, lead to a lot of the stuff going on with these kids nowadays. You're seeing more and more kids, you know, get into trouble and stuff like that. So when I started St. Louis Elite, I just try to, you know, keep the kids doing something positive. It's moved on more to, like, you know, where I want it to be more like a mentorship. You know, I want to get my own building and, you know, bring the kids in after school, do their homework, you know, get a snack, get a meal, then we can practice. You know, I want to do that daily, you know, 4 or 5 days a week. So those are kind of some of the goals of St. Louis Elite, you know, but right now, you know, we're a basketball and mentorship program. You know, we take kids, you know, we take any kid who walk in the door. We work with them, obviously, on the athletic side, but, you know, like I said, as a teacher, you know, that's something I push. I push the academic side, you know, and I need to push that a little more heavy, but, you know, that's something that I do push. You know, I do try to make sure that the kids are, you know, doing the things academically, you know, before they can do the things athletically. So, you know, it's just something that's gonna continue to grow, you know, into more like an academy type thing. But, you know, something I'm really proud of. Something I built from the ground up.
And with teaching and coaching, a whole lot of patience is involved in that, man. How did you develop that skill? Because especially with these kids nowadays, you have to have a lot of patience and, like, okay, I don't want to beat this kid up. Let me pray on it. Let me, you know, whatever. How were you able to manage getting to that point where you had to have that patience to, you know, help these kids succeed a lot?
You know, one thing that keeps me grounded and keeps me going and keeps me, you know, keep that skill first, somebody did it for me. You know, I know that somebody did it for me. You know, I know I was a kid who probably got on somebody's nerves or probably was rough or probably doing this. So I know somebody did it for me. So, you know, if I can do it for somebody else, and hopefully that these, you know, these young people I'm touching, hopefully they can do it for somebody else, and we keep pushing the envelope, you know. So that's just kind of something that, you know, I kind of keep in the back of my head, and, you know, and I know what my ultimate goal is a passion of mine. You know, I want these kids to grow up to be productive citizens. So, you know, with all that intact, you know, that helps me keep the patience and, you know, everything I need to keep going. You know, it's tough, though. You know, It's tough because, you know, sometimes you just, like I said, man, you know, people are going through a lot. Like, especially, like, these kids, like, some stuff we would have never thought of, like, going through when we were younger, like homelessness or, poverty and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is being more realer and realer. So, like I said, just understanding those things and knowing that in the back of my head and keeping, what's best for the kids at the forefront, that keeps me grounded and helps keep me with that patience because it's hard. It's tough.
And how would you say your relationship is with the parents of these kids too?
My relationship is great with the parents. They really trust me with their kids. I pick up kids, I drop kids off. Kids that spent the night. Parents that send their kid out of town with me. If they can't go. So if you trust me, so you trust me with your most prized possession, your children. So like I say, definitely have a good relationship. Just trying to be open, trying to be informative, trying to be helpful. Just whatever I can do to, just help out in general. Just being a servant.
And as you was talking about St. Louis Elite, shouts out to another person who was on our show for Ladies Night, Coach Dominique Stringer. She holds down Action No Mercy.
Action No Mercy, yes sir.
So for you, for her, for everyone else who's doing things for the youth, just getting that exposure out there for kids, giving them a home outside of a home, definitely salute to you, man.
Appreciate
and to her and to others doing big things because it's definitely needed. It's important. It's crucial. I've been seeing recently she been getting a lot of kids scholarships.
Going to college.
Like, hey, if you a senior or a junior, you trying to get notarized, come to Action No Mercy. And I was seeing you see these posts of these kids going to Missouri Baptist and going to these other, Division I schools and stuff like that.
Make sure they get they shine and show them.
Yeah.
When they get their letters and stuff, she always posts, and I'm so appreciative.
And it's important because, man, people don't people don't understand. Like when I went to school, my sister, we just packed up like a little PT Cruise or something, just like okay, let's do it. And people don't understand. A lot of kids don't have that support system or that structure. You would think their parents will sit down with them and fill out a college app or okay, well, you need to be doing this because if you want to go to college, you need to have this ACT or, man, sometimes we can't even get parents to check their kids' grades. So it's just
little thing you can't take for granted, right?
Man, it's just a lot of little stuff you be like you would think people just do, but it's just like I said, man, these kids go through so much. There's some real stuff out here that we would have never thought about when we was kids. When we was little, our parents was on us oh, you got a B, you got a C. But now it's these kids be having straight L's, and you just parents just be they come in with the new shoes, new Jordans.
I'm about to say the same exact thing. Here you go. Here your Jordans right here.
I'm man,
the boy can't even spell Jordans.
I'm these times are different, man. A lot of stuff that I keep saying stuff that we never thought about because years ago, man, this stuff we never thought about this. Like you said, we never. I wouldn't even think about bringing no straight. First of all, I bring an F or D home in general.
Anything more than a C was a problem.
How you get straight F's?
But now we talking about straight F's or straight D's.
Because you're not showing up. You're not putting the effort in. Parent ain't going behind them checking.
If you don't show up, don't they got a special code or something? They got all these codes and stuff now.
Man, there's a lot of stuff you see.
But even if they call the parent, it has to be where if it's
I see a lot of crazy stuff.
If you over 16, it's no truancy. But you gotta care. The people gotta be getting, DFS involved. If there's too many absences, or if you showing straight up, the school just hey, it's on the transcript. Go to summer school, make it up. At least in high school.
But like I said, man, the times just changed. A lot of times, like these parents, they're working at nighttime, so they're not home and stuff like that. So the kids are, really being the parents. It's tough, man.
I got one,
especially during this pandemic period too.
It's tough, man. It's tough. So.
I'm sorry, you said you had.
I got one F in my life, and I got F'd up, boy.
F'd up for
that F got you F'd up.
I got one F, and then turns around. The teacher forgot to put in an assignment. So I got a beating just because. My mom was like, no, it's because you had an F. Well, if you look at that paper now, it's a D+. It's a point away from a C minus. He should have. He could have gave me that extra point. He should have gave me that extra point. Else I'm like, I'm gonna call them people on my mom, and this is gonna be your fault.
Man, I would rather live in an alley with a pack of dogs than go home to my mom knowing I had lower than a C.
Nah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew how strict my mom was in regards to grades.
Man, I graduated with a C average. So my whole life is just founded off of C's get degrees. Hey,
I like C's get degrees. I like it.
C's get degrees. Boy, when I heard that, I was like, that's me.
Huh? Thank you for showing up to class and completing it at average. Appreciate
Thank you. I showed up. Look, it dropped because my senior year, I had skipped class. I had never done that before. At that point, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be here. Like,
But you had senioritis.
boy, severe senioritis. Like, it was bad. I only skipped one class. It was English. I'm like, it's English. I ain't going. And then the assistant principal, I'll never forget, because if that man didn't step in and, like, he looked after me. If he ain't look after me from jump, I don't know what would happen. But he always came in. He was like, Josh, you doing it? Don't make me call your mama. I'm like, man, why you trying to call my mama? He always said in front of my friends and stuff, don't make me call your mama. He gonna call your mama. Like, call you, what you doing, man? Like, but he put me on the straight and narrow. I was skipping class, and so I was doing the high school announcements every morning. I was skipping class. He looked at me. He was like, "You still not going to English class?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "All right, come with me." I'm walking, trying to be all cool, big and bad and stuff. He walked me right into where they do the announcements. Told the other assistant principal, until this man starts going to English class, he will not be doing the announcements. I'm like, whoa.
Oh.
I was like, whoa.
Taking away your privileges. That's
I'm
a
like,
problem.
whoa, what you doing?
Taking away them privileges, boy. Okay, let me go ahead and get my act right together.
Oh yeah, I was back in there with the quickness. Boy, I was like, I'm just here. I was Marshawn before Marshawn was saying that. I was just here.
Here, so you didn't get fined, huh?
Man, I was trying to get the announcements back. Never got them back. But I was in class and I passed. But if I see that teacher right now, she know that's her ass. Bars. Courtesy of the English teacher, ain't that something?
So you never forget, huh?
Never.
So it's definitely been cool getting the pleasure to know a little bit about Mr. Brandon Kennard Sr. How much of you teaching and coaching has it impacted you being a father?
I mean, tremendously. You know, you gotta. It's all the same thing. You know, once you teach and coach, you can get through life. You know, you gotta be patient with my kids. Gotta be patient with my son. Gotta teach him. You know, I gotta coach him. You know, any little thing, man. Kids is just being a father, man. It's just like dang, like if I walk this way, my son walking this way. It's like man, like you trying to be like me, like, but you just never know. It's like if I do
you out here
this,
trying to be like me or something?
Right.
Do you think
but,
he is my son?
But like I said, you know, just teaching and coaching, you know, that translates to life, man. I've always said that, you know, so it is helping out. You know, I still got a lot of things to learn, you know, but you know, watching different people, watching other men and stuff, you know, just kind of learning as the process going. My son is 4. I have a stepson, you know, who's 11. I've been with my wife we've been together for 7 years, but we've been married for 4 years. So
congrats on that.
You know, so I've been in his life since he was 4, and now I have a 4-year-old. You know, so it's just, you know, like I said, just continue learning, just experience stuff I don't know, but just, like you said, teaching and coaching, same thing. I got to teach the kids; they got to learn. I got to show the kids, and same thing I'm doing, learning as I'm going.
So, last thing in regards to just knowing you, what would you like your legacy to be? All right, sorry about that. Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue with the network, but we're back. So I'm sorry. Just finish out what you're saying.
No, I was just saying, you know, I just want my legacy to be, you know, somebody who made a difference. You know, I heard Stan, you know, said his assistant principal made an impact on his life. You know, the teacher, the coach. You know, like I said earlier, people who've made an impact on my life, made tremendous impacts on my life that shaped me who I am. So, you know, I hope that I can go through the same, that, you know, 1 or 20 or 500 other people. And, I hope I can continue to do the same, to keep this world going and, try to just keep the world a better place, So this being a difference making, being somebody who made a positive impact.
That's what's up, man. Definitely once again appreciate you telling your story and commend you and others once again for what y'all doing for the Lou and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, appreciate y'all having me.
And now let's go ahead and get right into once again wacky Wednesday of some NBA news. Let's first go ahead and start off with the playoffs. Go ahead and pull this up real quick.
I don't know who's gonna win though.
So right now,
I thought I had you win, and lo and behold.
Right now, Philadelphia 76ers are up 87-71 over the Hawks. So, fourth quarter looks like it may be Philadelphia winning this game.
Yeah, that game over.
But as you see on the screen,
that's a 16-point.
yeah, 16-point lead.
I don't know.
Hey,
You never know.
I was just about to say, I don't know. That boy
boy.
Trey be dropping threes like
Right.
He does.
Get
And-
hot
and
1
Lou
second,
Williams,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So if you see on your screen right now, that series tied at 2. The other series, very interesting. Stan, I am dying to hear how you feel. To get your viewpoint.
all right.
Because Brooklyn is up 3-2. It was a crucial game for the legacy, I feel, of Kevin Durant, because he didn't have Kyrie. Now, I was one of those people that was looking forward to seeing how he would do without James Harden and Kyrie, but James Harden came back yesterday. He wasn't his typical self, but KD came out and had almost 50 points. He had a triple-double. He probably had one of his best playoff games ever in his career. We know that a few weeks ago you had what you said about the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
The only team that can beat the Nets is the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
The drama that comes with being with Harden and Durant and Kyrie, etc. After last night's game, what
My
are
thoughts
your
have
thoughts?
not changed. Nothing has
What are
changed.
your thoughts on that, Stan? You think Nets are or not going to?
No, my thoughts haven't changed from not last week, the week before last, where I said that the week before last was ladies' night. The week before last, where I said the only thing that will stop the Brooklyn Nets are the Brooklyn Nets. We saw it begin to happen. If Hard didn't play yesterday, then okay, KD had, what was that, 46, 11, and 10?
Yeah, if Harden didn't play, he
No,
definitely
49.
49.
He definitely don't have that. if
Okay,
Harden
he held it down and then some. True.
Yeah, but if Harden didn't play, that wouldn't have happened. Like even if that did happen, I still think, because it was still a close. It wasn't a runaway,
They were down by 17 points.
but it still wasn't a runaway victory.
A win is a win, like you said.
Exactly. So it's like, all right, cool. A win is a win, yes, but everybody praising Kevin Durant for these 49 points, the triple double. I'm like, all right, cool. Pistol LeBron, if he'll give you that on a Tuesday.
So you're saying,
And let's bring that kind of stuff about LeBron after we go with his playoff records here.
So I want to bring up on the other end because you have a winner and what's the loser. And last night, I mean, we've seen it in the past. Milwaukee going to the playoffs, but can't get over that hump. And then Giannis, he had opportunity to prove to the world that he is that dude. And I think last night he lost a lot of notches to that. One play in particular that stands out to me was, I think the third or fourth quarter, and he had the ball in the post. Harden said, "I got this, guys." And it's something him taking Harden, who was like 6'6", maybe 200 some pounds, and Giannis down there 7 feet tall. You should have took him all the way to hoop until you got fouled. But what did he do? He a little weak ass hit away and missed the shot.
And Harden put a little body on. He was a little physical with him in that play though.
And normally in this game you attack. You know what I'm saying? But that moment, there's moments like that separates you from being
He
okay.
never at the wrong time.
Exactly. To being elite, to being great, to being that dude, to being a superstar. And he pretty much, like wouldn't have said nutted in a situation because you had the opportunity to get a 3-2 lead and go back to your home place and hopefully close it out. And also Budenholzer's fault as well because you was up 16 points. You saw the rant was getting hot. You didn't make any adjustments. You kept on putting PJ Tucker on Durant like he gonna just stop him. You can't stop Durant doing that. You know
he could double team him. Double team. He rotate the defense at him. Once KD gets high, he got high, but you can still try to slow it down some. Stop the bleeding.
And then what it also shows is Giannis can't be that main guy. He has to have someone else. Cause Middleton, he just not that dude. Middleton,
we know that
was nowhere to be found.
Would never get the ring.
Is Bledsoe hurt? Oh, they got some.
Bledsoe, the Pelicans, he got traded for Drew Holiday.
That's what I was thinking.
Drew is good.
That's what I was thinking. Not Bledsoe. They look like brothers. It's Holiday because I ain't do too much last night. So.
No, he didn't show up when it mattered, and that's the whole thing. People are not showing up when it matters the most. Yeah. When it gets down to crunch time. And that's the issue with Bucks.
We knew Milwaukee was suspect a couple of years ago when all the hype that they should
Wait a minute.
Out of the Eastern Conference.
Wait a minute.
They always do that.
Stan.
No, I already saw that. He got the straps on the shoulder.
No, I'm talking about the score. It's an 11-point lead.
Yeah, I saw that too. I told you it wasn't over yet. I was like, how much? When you was like, is it over? I was like, how many? How much time?
And it was a team
now, but
point lead when the fourth quarter scored.
It's still too much time on the clock. I don't know who finna win this.
Atlanta has a time to come
Trey
back
is out.
Doc is known for letting the teams collapse in the fourth quarter. They don't make enough offense. And that's back when he was with the Clippers doing that.
Uh-oh.
This
he
Holiday
was
is not
the
going
Celtics.
away.
It's falling off. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, going back to that series, though. Once again, last night's game just showed me a whole lot that what needs to happen more for Milwaukee. And I don't know how you feel about it.
They need a true scorer. But Giannis is he's scored, but like a shooter scorer.
Exactly.
Somebody that's steady and not vicious. Because, I mean, Giannis is good. Don't let me be like he's horrible all of a sudden. No, he's still all-star status. But don't forget, everybody in the playoffs is there for a reason. This is the best of the best. And you got to have your best all the time. And if you don't have it all the time, you're going to be looking like what they looking like right now. Like I said, they should be up 3-2, and now look what's going on.
He got
elimination. And to think about your opponent doesn't have two good, healthy stars. They working with one healthy star. I can't pull this together. Come on.
Right. And I'm sorry, you want to add more to it?
I was just saying, Giannis, man, everybody keep talking about his offense, man. He got to get it going. Like, that dude be straight driving. Like,
That's all it was.
You gotta work on your shooting. He need to get with earlier you was talking about Zach LaVine. Man, you know the guy from St. Louis, he be getting them right, man. Drew Hanley, he trained. Zach LaVine, Embiid, Tatum, Bill, man. Y'all need to get with somebody and get some shooting or something.
He is.
But what about them free throws though? I mean, he acting like Shaq again. Hack a Shaq, what you doing on Giannis?
Yep.
Free throws too crucial in these playoffs, man. You tripping.
And Charles Barkley mentioned that last night during the post game. Like, that's the reason why when Middleton threw that pass to Giannis in the post and Giannis fumbled it, he was trying to rush to get that shot off before he got fouled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the moments I'm talking about, from being okay to being great, is you want to have that ball. Whether you foul me or not, give me the ball. I got it. I'll take it to the hole. If I get fouled, so what? I'm going to make 2 free throws. That's what Giannis is lacking right now. And until he gets that together, he's going to be what as the guy who's not going to win a ring or be the reason.
Right, and even if he gets a good trainer, that's still that's self-inflicted though. Trainer can only take you so far. You got to still put in that work as well though.
True.
It's a whole mentality. In the West Coast, we have the Jazz and the Clippers. They will be playing next.
It'll be a good one.
Series tied at 2, but this morning we heard some crazy breaking news, which changes the whole landscape of that series.
No.
Why not?
They wasn't winning that.
What?
Stop it.
Who?
Stop it.
What?
Clippers wasn't winning that.
The one time that y'all hear me say, I understand.
I don't know about that.
Stop
I ain't gonna
it.
say
Clippers
it
wasn't
wasn't
winning
winning.
that.
It's a
Clippers
good
wasn't
series.
winning that.
They
Stop
had
it.
the momentum.
known to choking.
Clippers
y'all.
wasn't
Come
win
on,
that.
back
They
and
choked last year against the fucking Nuggets.
But,
yeah, I
but,
said
but,
it.
but who was the head coach?
What that mean?
What, Teron Lue? He was
No,
last year.
exactly. Doc Rivers was.
Negro.
Ty Lue is not Doc Rivers.
He's not, because he doesn't have LeBron James. You see what happened the first year he ain't had LeBron James.
And
He
the
got
same
back.
talent is wishy-washy. I already told you about PG-13.
Man, it's just time to step up. I'm PG-13.
Patrick Beverly's defense, he show up here, he show up there.
He can get his legacy. He can get his legacy back. He step up these next 2 games.
He
Right.
not.
I don't really
legacy
care who
gone.
wins for real. I mean, it's a good series. I like the series.
The
but-
boy that minute showed up this season with a full head of I want to be brave. His legacy was gone. Melo got a pass because Melo started with him.
So, my only thing I'm going to say about Ty Lue is that, unlike Doc Rivers from last year, Doc didn't make adjustments going on into
And apparently he's not doing it
game per game.
That's his legacy.
Game per game. Ty Lue, he makes adjustments.
He does. He makes adjustments when he has to be a coach for another team. Once he gets fired.
No. I'm referring to from game to game. Like, for instance, Rondo, he hasn't even suited up the last game. If it was Doc Rivers, he still wouldn't been playing because you're trying to please the players.
Yeah.
He's making those adjustments that Doc Rivers would not have done. Certain guys are starting, he got certain rotation. That's why I'm saying they have the momentum until this morning when we all found out that Kawhi Leonard may not be playing the rest of the playoff because of maybe a ACL tear, which we hear ACL, it's like, oh, well, damn.
So just put an asterisk next to it. Same way y'all did for last year. It was the bubble. Kawhi got injured.
It was that last year. It was chemistry, and we saw that. Like I said, Bunny's favorite coach, Doc Rivers, didn't help things out at all. But
What was their ranking last year?
I think they came in last year as the second in the West.
Cool. So,
Right.
so
And
new
they
coach,
choked up nice and good in the bubble.
not as good of ranking. They're 4th seed this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They about to lose.
Oh yeah, definitely now because they don't have Kawhi.
They was losing for that.
It was
either gonna be 6 or 7. They was gonna lose.
No.
But I
Now
mean,
it's
you
gonna
got
be
Donovan
big.
Mitchell hurt too, though.
yeah,
And Mike Conley hurt.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, now Kylie hurt. He didn't suit it up, but
he
he
been
didn't
hurt.
suit it up though.
But Donovan Mitchell, he nice.
And then the other series, which already ended due to a sweep, the Sun over the Nuggets. But it was announced today as well that CP3 is not under the COVID
He'll be back.
protocols.
Yeah, he'll be back. They're gonna
But
make
he
him
gotta
take a
be
couple
out.
negative.
Is
Couple
it
tests.
14 days or 10 days? What's the
Nah,
protocol?
They're gonna make him take a couple negative COVID tests. They're gonna say he wasn't in close contact. He could be back.
Now, for the from sources on social media, they were saying that he already had the vaccination, so that should limit
that's
the
gonna
time
happen.
away.
That's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he had the
You know,
vaccine.
they don't have to. He's just too big of a superstar to sit out a whole
Same-
series.
same.
The one thing that's working in their favor,
He'll be back.
the Jazz and Clippers go to 6 or 7 games. That's gonna buy him some time. But he's probably gonna miss one game with the conference finals. He should be good to go. It's too much money that the league has already lost without the Lakers still being in it. They got all these other stars injured. They don't need any more rating declines. So he's not gonna be out this series long.
And then, like you said, if the Jazz and Clippers go to 7, because what it's 2-2 right now, so that'll be 3 more games. That's at least 6 days right there.
I just really
So
want
he'll be out a week or something.
all the Banana Boys
There you go.
to win a ring. we 2 off, and Chris this
I want
close.
CP to get that ring, y'all.
I want the Banana Boat crew to get their rings, man. He
Listen,
right
You know what I'm
there.
saying?
The
That's the
Suns been
banana
putting their
crew.
team together for a long time.
A
so-
long
so-
time.
And they
man.
young. They young too, man. Them guys young.
Cameron Payne out here just turning up. I'm like,
Hey, I didn't know who Cameron Payne was. Now he's bringing the pain on everybody.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew.
Oh,
because
Okay,
He used to be Westbrook.
come through with fun.
he used to be He used to be Westbrook's dancing buddy.
All straight up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me ask y'all this. So we got Harden back through injury coming back early. We got Kawhi out. You know what Kyrie's going through. You know what Donovan's going through. LeBron, AD, a lot of stars that are injured. And LeBron made the comment about the league should not have had the season start up again too close.
Perfect segue, buddy. Perfect segue. Like,
I thought I was going to mention it because I mentioned LeBron earlier.
that was not rehearsed, people. That was not rehearsed. Bunny just read my mind. That I have right now on the screen what LeBron said today on Twitter. He said they all didn't want to listen to me about the start of the season.
Yep.
I knew exactly what happened. I only want to protect the well-being of the players, which ultimately is the product and benefit of our game. He had it in all caps. These injuries isn't just part of the game. It's the lack of pure rim rest. Rest before starting back up. 8, possibly 9 All-Stars has missed playoff games, most in league history. This is the best year for our league and fans, but missing a ton of our favorite players. It's insane. If there's one person that knows about the body and how it works all year round, it's me.
Definitely.
I speak for the health of all of our players, and I hate to see this many injuries this time of the year. Sorry, fans. Wish you guys were seeing all your favorite guys right now. This definitely has been, unprecedented in regards to, as you said before, 8 to 9 possible All-Stars not even playing. Like right now, Embiid, he hurt, but he's trying to fight through it. You know what I'm saying, with Philadelphia. But yeah, it's really bad look on on the game, having all your favorite stars not being available to play.
Man, I think they be rushing people. Like I think I like even Harden last night, like just rushing people back, man, trying to get them back. I don't know, man. I think that's gonna come out to bite them eventually.
It's being shown again, and it's more clear at this point with Harden coming back and he was injured, with Embiid playing right now, shooting free throws, injured. It's about money this time of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
This is Christmas to the NBA.
Time
It's
of
the
the year,
most
it's the
wonderful
whole
time of the year.
season.
The
The whole season. Because think about it, without this pandemic, it's usually 82 games season. The players been saying too much. 72 this year, but still, it's all season. And then that low management, and then when start finding teams, I get it from both sides, the player side and owners. Still about money all season. And this is when you really see your money because the advertising dollars is more from being more talent. So the league actually costs some of this. Now, Stephen A. had a rebuttal to LeBron before he posted it. He was like, only, 8 teams was playing in August. So the bubble started, you had a few teams already was on, and then you had a few more. It wasn't like the whole league was playing. So from August, September, October, people was resting like they do on the regular offseason. If you go to playoffs on the regular year, if you make it to at least semifinals or conference finals, you playing into May. You don't make it to the finals, you rest in June, July, August, September. 4 months. He's like, Stephen, that was equivalent to what's going on season. They didn't make past August, you got 2 months of rest. He was like, y'all have to train your body. That's Stephen A. I'm not saying that's me. And then these people look says. I don't know which side people going with.
I mean, if you're smart, you want to take the advice of someone who has actually been on the court.
Right.
If you're smart, I understand what Stephen A. is saying.
Stephen A. played in the Catholic League. Don't
Exactly.
come from my religious sports, brother.
Go the Jewish Catholic League, whatever. But LeBron.
He was Catholic.
I'm about to put it together.
Don't do that.
But I'm sorry. I ain't trying to get cut off. So, like I said, LeBron knows what he's talking about because he's been playing every freaking season almost until June or July. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think he knows a few things about knowing how to take care of your body or try to. But like you said before, money.
Yeah.
Bunny is money.
Rushing them boys back.
That's the reason started in on Christmas Day and not in January because the Christmas is going to bring in the ratings, going to bring in money, trying to recoup from the pandemic from last season.
Mm-hmm.
So
them boys just trying to get up shots now. Like,
yeah,
God, y'all still no, y'all don't.
But yeah, so it's a risky business.
8-point game.
8-point game with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. Atlanta ain't playing. Believe. Yeah, so definitely exciting going on in Philadelphia right now. The fans kind of get a little nervous.
Yeah, that's a 90.
No, I'll say it's an 8-point lead.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, man, the injuries are something else. It's definitely affecting the game. Fans want to see all the stars play. That could be the main reason why you don't see the Lakers right now on TV right now because of injuries. Bunny, I don't know if you said something because I think you're on mute.
You're correct, my bad.
There we go.
My bad.
What you saying now?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna cut you off.
Oh, no, I'm done. Go ahead. Say what you was going to say.
Real quickly. If the NBA, they already chose y'all to go back to a regular 82 game season, started up in October, playoffs all to June. If they kept with this 72 game season, it's going to be some disgruntled fans charge more for in-person seats, more for advertising. Your money probably will still equal instead of burning out these players. I'm 10 games make it equal. So make it 72 game season to the 82. Y'all like that? Yeah, nay?
I mean, the fans probably be good with it, but the league ain't, because that's 10 games that not going to be having money being used.
Well, when I told you, you got to charge more. I said you got to disgruntled fans, charge more for the arena seats, charge more for advertising dollars. But you make it up. Because don't forget,
that will affect the average
fans watch the whole season. But where the fans don't care about the first 2-3 months, because it's a long season. We're going to see these matchups 2 or 3 times. Hopefully, your every player don't get injured.
That was making money with the virtual seats. Making money.
I was just about to say, you see, they got these virtual ads on the court now. I
They
like
got the
that.
cutouts of the people in the seats.
Mm-hmm. They find a ways. I feel like we're gonna have to sit through a WNBA style season coming up soon, trying to get money back. We're just gonna see a lot of endorsement stuff, like the little things that are covering the seats. They got logos on them, like IKEA, just all the NBA official things. Just trying to make that money back.
Well, they kind of doing now with these.
Yeah, with the SAP. That ain't real. That's the graphic.
Right.
It was something earlier.
Right. All that branding and advertising and stuff.
I'm like, he still got the 3?
All right. So, continuing on with some more news with the NBA. Stan Van Gundy today parted ways with the Pelicans, and I've always felt like since day one he should have never gotten that position anyway. And only after 1 year, he's already out from Pelicans. And then Scott Brooks, he's on from the Wizards. They couldn't agree to a deal. It was his last year on that deal anyway, so they parted ways. I know Craig Black, if you're watching right now, he was a guest on our show. He can't stand Scott Brooks, but Scott Brooks now gone, so got some openings. Do y'all see possibly maybe like a Becky Hammond finally getting an opportunity to be a head coach?
Probably retired yet?
Nope.
Not sure.
Yep.
No, she's still an assistant.
Damn. He's still the assistant.
But I see her getting one possibly.
Nice.
I hope Chauncey. I hope Sam Cassell. I want Fizz to come back. Coach Fizz. I like him.
Fizz there, yeah. How about Mark Jackson? Or
You know what I was gonna say? Mark
Mark,
Jackson,
I heard
think
on
he
the low,
blackballed.
Mark Jackson's blackballed.
Yeah, he gotta be blackballed. I don't know why though.
He got blackballed from the day with the Warriors getting into their owner. Get into their owner.
6-point lead? Oh my goodness.
Jason Kidd. He took his name out the Portland job.
Yeah, Jason Kidd was like, yeah, I humbly decline.
They said Jason Kidd about to go to the Magic though. That's what
Like
I heard.
8 vacancies right now.
That's what I heard.
Carlisle's still in Dallas, ain't he?
That's what I heard. Jason Kidd about to go to the Magic.
That's been at least 10 years.
And speaking of Dallas, Don Nelson, the GM, parted ways with the team today. There's been speculation that Luka going up to his extension, he may not sign one because he hasn't been happy with management. A lot of internal issues going on with the Mavericks. So what they do, Don Nelson.
So who you want us to get rid of, Luke?
Peace
Y'all
out.
talked about Danny Ainge a couple weeks ago. Oh.
You go ahead.
Danny Ainge, was he relieved of his position?
He went on and left.
He went on and left before he got fired.
And then
Brad Stevens now holds that mantle. Is he doing double duty, coach?
No.
Oh, so they got to find.
And so Boston, they not saying it officially, but their goal is to find a black head coach. That's pretty much they're looking for a black head coach. And when I saw it, I'm like, okay.
Mark Jackson.
And I'm sorry, Bunny, were you saying something? We can't hear you. Bunny.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, we keep saying your lips moving, but we can't hear you.
It's connection. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
'Cause it's like a, I don't know, static or something. Okay. I can be heard.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
hear
it's
you.
an echo. That's what I'm hearing, not the static. Continue.
Oh, it's a 6-1 lead.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make
See,
sure.
now y'all frozen.
Yeah, we are now.
So
Let me see.
that's my end.
No, it's us.
No, sorry about it.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was the last? I'm sorry. I'm working on this stuff on the side here.
Oh no, I saw your lips moving. I was trying to make sure you were saying something that we could hear you earlier. So I just wanted to make sure you were
Yeah, I
still-
could because I had the connection issue access on my end, but they said but it's something. It's a lag or something.
Oh yeah, for
Anyway,
those, for
I
those
forgot
watching,
to let
sorry
you know what I
about
was
the
saying.
connection issues. If you were seeing us look froze for a second, we ain't trying to be on movie frozen or anything. We were trying to get this show going, so we apologize if you are experiencing any issues. Right, you're trying to do the mannequin. That was so cool back in the day.
Man, looking back, it was some weird stuff. You would have thought that was during COVID.
Right. COVID definitely brought out a lot of challenges, and TikTok just took over.
Man.
But now I was just talking about Don Nelson. Right, Don Nelson leaving from the Mavericks pretty much because of Luka. And also today, I didn't get it up, but oh well. LaMelo Ball, he is officially the rookie.
Oh, why?
He is the rookie of the year, and this is something I told when Sadal was on the show back in the day. I said LaMelo Ball is going to be the better ball brother, and I think he's already shown that already. That he's
So is
the better
Angelo
ball
not in the
brother.
league?
Nah, he never was.
No, he was. He got
He had a little
signed.
thing for the Pistons.
But
Yeah, he was on the.
he
was
signed,
on the Pistons.
but he didn't make the actual team. So I think they sent him out to like the G League or something. I think.
It don't matter. That brother had on an NBA jersey. All three of them brothers was jerseyed up.
Man, he ain't play.
It don't matter. That picture exists.
He said, "Shoot,
In that
it's
case,
called Photoshop."
look, no, they made that for real. Like that picture exists, and LeVar got it hanging in his house. He was like, "I did what I said I was gonna
Right,
do."
I told y'all. But yeah, LaMelo Ball.
A 4-point game.
Right, it's a 4-point game
God.
right now, y'all. Philadelphia and the Hawks. 104.
But I told y'all about Doc.
Uh-oh.
Seth was right.
When Doc had late
The pressure.
Seth was right there.
Can
Wow.
he
he
handle
was
the
doing the
pressure?
same thing. When they was in the conference finals, they were not scoring in the fourth quarter, game after game after game. I'm telling you, that's what I said, Doc.
Can you handle the pressure?
I told y'all at the beginning of this quarter, I said what Doc is going to do, he ain't going to do the justice right, and they're known to not score in the fourth quarter. Look what happened.
Yep, them fans are like nervous as heck right now. Philly.
It's in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh!
That's why I'm like, why?
Oh, 2-point lead.
Big bucket.
Oh my
And
goodness.
start believing what I tell y'all. Come down,
That's
please
true
listen to me.
again.
The little I know, I looked at him over the years of coaching, and I know how he is in the playoffs and fourth quarters. I'm just saying. Just listen to me.
Man, this is very interesting. We got some compelling stuff going
Well,
on right now,
Doc
y'all.
Rivers fired now. Season.
So,
This is the first year, and he got him this far. He ain't fired yet.
Stand
He one of the lucky few black coaches that can get recycled, fired, and get rehired. That really happens at any level or any sport, and he's one of the few.
Yep.
him and Tyler.
so the last thing I want to discuss, and once again, this has been an incredible
Oh, that's
show.
again.
Coach, thank you very much once again for joining us. For us, get to hear your story, get your viewpoints and everything. One last thing that I definitely want to bring up before we end our show this evening is that the Platform Sports Talk Show has the honor of being a part of an incredible event this weekend, this Saturday. We will be broadcasting live from the South Broadway Athletic Club. St. Louis versus everybody, part 2. It's an elite amateur boxing showcase. It's going to be about 15 exciting championship bouts featuring St. Louis top top enters. We had Jaron Sutton on a few months ago, Bunny, and it'll also be our WWE enthusiast, Sharita